Teach them. Always make sure the message I reach them.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. And now,
Broadcasting live.
We will broadcast
live. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
Hey, let's go.
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, everyone. Let me know if you are seeing me clearly. Let me know if you are hearing me clearly. If my audio sounds so, if you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 359. I just at everybody who is in the ear of my voice and seeing my face. You, your family, your friends, your associates, you are doing well. For all the people who are still on the road on this Friday night, get home safely. For the people that are there home, ready for listen to teach about some things we affect Jam Down, Jamrock, Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water, Bob Marley, you skin about Vice Cartel. And some only other people, you know. You understand me? I say, big up on yourself. You understand what there? I bring in my co-host.
Good night, guys. I hope that everyone is well. It is good to be alive. Another Friday, and I am extremely happy. It's the last teaching day of this school year, so welcome to Extra Class. Let's have a good time.
Say, God is a good God. Yes, He is.
When school dismissed today, I said, God, it could have only been you.
You're looking so great though, apart from you showing your bosom. But like I fix that. Round one part and come back round to you. Because I see you, you know. Peeps, as I said, we come to talk about some things in the night. Some only local things, you know, the student teacher thing. I know a lot of people probably been waiting to hear my perspective. I may not be the best person. I may be too close to the situation, not that particular situation, but being an educator and being so no nonsense and I'm in a place certain things. So I don't know, but me talk and see what go on later. You understand? The new bail act has been the center of discussion throughout the week as the lawyers have come out very angry, cross and miserable and say no, it can't go. So then I saw one armored vehicle like I don't know, like a partner man them a throw in one party, man. So we have the whole heap of local things that we talk about and then something. Jack Cure appeal him case, Shabdan bail extended, you know him still in a custody because of our next situation. So only for local things. The youth them not stop war they wanted that, stop them wanted that. Fight with teachers are becoming more and more prevalent and boy.
A host of things.
A host of things. Yeah, or your internet balance and all, mama, you really look clean.
Yeah.
A green, Evan?
Yes, and what green is this? It's a darker shade of.
Oh, I don't know a color like that. But I know it look green. You look.
I practice with color.
You know about that.
It's not my shade of green.
It's not your shade of green. What is your shade of green?
A lighter one.
A lighter one.
The lighter green, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know you had a shade of green, ma'am.
Yeah, man, it complements me better.
Oh, peeps, so no shade that's something I run on one part, run on one place. Now my phone there. I run this one. I keep going and see the same. So the Tivoli Gardens situation, and that me I start with them. Normally I see them big tune until later down in the dance when the dance full up. But me I start juggling from early.
Early juggling.
Yeah, early juggling, man. If you come my dance late, you miss a big tune them, man. Come here early, man. Yeah, so I say. Wavell Smith, good night. Good night to everybody who is in the chat. Wavell, we appreciate the support. First and foremost, we also appreciate the contribution. For the people who are here for the first time, welcome. We appreciate the continued support. No, for the people, if you're there for the first time, well forward, welcome to the family. For the people that are there day in, day out, we appreciate the continued support. You know what I mean? In a real life. All of the man them big up on yourself or on the wife. You understand? All of the ladies them big up on yourself or on the husband. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I got everybody there. So, that's something there. You understand what I say? That's something there. Female teacher, 56-year-old female teacher and 16-year-old male student were recorded having a physical altercation, and a lot has been said from all parts of the society, from stakeholders to people who never go to school. You understand what I say? With people who go school, go farm full, and people who make use of school. You understand what I say? Your internet shaky, sis. Boy, I hope it survive. It's so forward back, man. You understand what I say? I got on time. So, I have watched the video many times. I have seen the comments, many of them. I have heard different viewpoints and perspectives, and with things like these, everybody won't have the same opinions on the matter. Some people are saying that the teacher was the aggressor and the teacher should have de-escalated the situation. Some people are saying the boy very hard and bright and prime. Some people are saying, yo, whilst the boy very hard and prime, the teacher is an adult and as such, good sense should have prevailed. And some people are saying the teacher should have bend up the decks around the head side. You understand? I could ask me I say that still, but some people say that too. I don't know. You understand what I say? But yeah, talk. I see what go on. So, senior cop, who is in charge of the Kingston Western Police Division, in which Tivoli Gardens High School falls, has spoken about the situation, and I think I will lead with this and then bring in some other things and something. So, senior cop says it is not just Tivoli Gardens, it is not just Tivoli, as Mr. Adams would say. You understand? It is not just Tivoli. You see him? So, wave of student indiscipline rage in Western Kingston, or Kingston Western as they like to say. So this article was published a day after the incident broke. So a day after a widely circulated video featuring a classroom bust-up sparked national outrage, a high-ranking police commander has warned of a wave of student indiscipline and violence taking over the city. Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps, head of the Kingston Western Police, revealed that he is trying to convene a conflict resolution meeting with principals and guidance counselors from all schools within the crisis-hit division. The proposed meeting follows intense debate over a physical altercation between a 16-year-old student and a 56-year-old teacher. They look like mad, you know, at Tivoli Gardens High School around 11 a.m. on the day in question. And Phipps said his team had been faced with reports of school violence. We have been having some issues in most of the schools across the division. So what we are trying to do is to meet with the principals and guidance counselors to see how best we can work together to resolve most of these issues. Yeah, meet with principals and guidance counselors, you know. Where the parents them there, Mr. Phipps, sir? But when we soon come back around to it is not just Tivoli Gardens, like me know that, you understand? Alone, we have these issues. We are seeing it elsewhere, right across the country, man, right across. Anyway, school, the foolishness are going around them right now. You understand? School is a place of foolishness these days. It's a new foolishness center. You understand? Phipps had hoped to have a debriefing with Marvin Johnson, look at Scotty Freeze up, so. Principal of Tivoli Gardens, Scotty Freeze? Yeah, man, Scotty Freeze. Oh, she's soon unfreeze. But up to Tuesday morning, the headmaster was still hospitalized after fainting the day earlier. So reports are that the principal of Tivoli Gardens fainted after he learned of the incident involving his teacher and his student. So the police commander intends to meet with Johnson after he recuperates. I hope Mr. Johnson is recovering. His recovery is going apace, and he will be able to take back the reins of control at Tivoli Gardens High School. Scotty British, you hear me? Scotty. Keita Scott. But Scotty deaf. Scotty. Yeah, you hear me? Alright. I guess you're gonna reset our thing. So let me go across one of them parts around and say, you know. Zane? So we shall we there. So till Scotty forward back in our dance. So yes. So the Police commander intends to... Yeah, we said that already. Oh, Scotty, hold on. Let me see what I'm going on. So. I'm not see her yet. She have blown up. So the 16-year-old schoolboy has been charged with assault and malicious destruction of property, and he is scheduled to appear in court on June 21st. So the young man involved in the situation has been charged. Scotty, oh, you stay? You hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing
Oh,
you.
me I hear you back. All right, boom. Yeah, man. So the student has been charged. He is scheduled to return to appear in court on June 21st. Other day, summer start, you know. That's a summer solstice. Yeah, sir? The longest day, so court good as long, like the longest day of your life. The boy allegedly attacked the teacher after she asked him to leave a classroom. The accused name has not been published because he's a minor. Now, despite social media backlash on Tuesday that the viral video appears to show the teacher as the aggressor, Phipps said there was no intention at this point to charge the adult. I'll read it again. The person write the article, you do it. Despite social media backlash on Tuesday that the viral video appeared to show the teacher as the aggressor, Phipps said there was no intention at this point to charge the adult. Because initially when the boy was charged, I said in a forum that I'll wait and see if counter charges will be made and stuff. You shall with it now. Yes. Now, Education and Youth Minister Favour Williams had on Monday disclosed that she had asked for a detailed report of the video recorded confrontation between the teacher and the student. Now, in a press statement, the minister appealed to schools to redouble efforts to curb antisocial and maladaptive behavior among students, parents, and other stakeholders. How the school redouble efforts to curb antisocial and maladaptive behavior among parents, though. Like, I don't get a part to say, but alright. Students may understand. Williams said the ministry was concerned about social media videos depicting students starting fights, cursing, smoking, and engaging in vulgar talk. I'll add one where the minister look like you know want to add. The many sex-related videos that are making the rounds on social media of students in their uniform engaging in all different type of sexual acts. I don't know the minister. I'm sure she'd have probably heard or seen a few of the, you heard about her, some I don't know, like that I don't see. But alright. Most recently, a video surfaced showing the president of a parent-teacher association of one of our schools in a violent confrontation with a student. You know, I haven't seen that video all now. You probably come to my phone and I not get to go on to it like. This is unacceptable and should not be condoned, said the minister. So the ministry condemns all instances of violence and the coarse behavior among our children. There is no place in our society for what we have been witnessing in these videos, she added. Now, Williams said the videos highlighted the need for a radical shift in creating respectful relationships between teachers and students, parents and children, and among students. Yo! Let me continue. So, I'm going to just share some things first and then we come around to my 2 cents. Teen involved in teacher brawl expressed remorse, says mom. So the mother of the teen involved in a classroom bust-up with a teacher at the Tivoli Gardens High School in Kingston says that the incident does not reflect the discipline she has instilled in him. The boy, who has been charged with assault and malicious destruction of property, allegedly attacked the teacher after she asked him to leave a classroom. Coleman, 56, who sells in the Coronation Market in downtown Kingston, I don't know why that was important in the article, that her son said that her son has expressed remorse. He is sad because he wants to go to school. He loves school, you know. This morning when I was leaving, him said, Mommy, you carry me down at the school to see if I can go back. I tell him say, I will deal with it this Tuesday when I talk to the Dean of Discipline, she said. Him said to me, say, him never want to lick the teacher. But him said because she fling bag in him face and box him, that is how him end up lick her back. Coleman suggested that the teacher did not handle the situation in a professional manner. You can see in the video, say him take the desk and fling it one side, and after him fling it, She insisted, she insists to beat him, she said. I'm not going to say him a bad pitney. But what I am saying is this. At age 16, remember say it's not 10 or 12, you know. You have to start, if you start trying to lick a 16-year-old, them are going to react, you know. Maybe not all, but some will. She added, remember say government say you don't have to lick pitney. Not even you as a parent. So if your child go to school and teacher lick them, what's going to happen? If a student into your class giving you trouble, you're supposed to go to the principal or even the dean of discipline or the security guard to get him out of the class. Me not transfer my authority to nobody. Me not go for no principal, no. And me run, and this is my view. Let me take Scotty off of this. That camera, me run my class. Me not transfer my authority to no principal, no dean of discipline, no security guard. Me govern my class. No principal, no dean, no nobody. The moment you walk through my classroom door, me run that. You understand? And many times when you get other people bringing out the thing, you are transferring your authority and you are seen as a fool. Me not go to school before I'm fool. You understand? Me go to school for fix fool. You see? So, I want me don't talk tonight, some people could have vexed what. I couldn't care less. You understand what I said? Just know, say, me run my class. We don't run around that. Nobody don't run that for you. So, me just address Mummy as me go along. Mummy, big up yourself. Me I hear you. What's Scotty there? Run out that one. You understand? Yeah, keep honest. Alright, so me just make you know that. Because I don't even understand what's going on in that dance, you know. Some of the youth them only want to see you show a sign of weakness. So you're dead in a show. I'm not dead in a no show. You understand? If me go dead in a show, I'm not going there. You think I'm black at this? You understand? Or Mad Max? Or Spraga? No. I'm not dead in a show. What you say now? Let me continue. Because, you see... yeah, alright. Yeah, so remember, say, you don't feel it not if you're old people. Let me say, I know. Let me continue. This is a security guy. It shouldn't have reached that far. I agreed totally that it shouldn't have reached that far. You understand? Coleman said that the attention garnered from the incident has upset her. If I tell her the truth, I feel so upset about it. From Monday night, me not sleep. And it made me worry because me not send him to school to go fight. Me send him go learn. Coleman said. Me feel sad about the incident. It's there all over the whole world. And it made me feel embarrassed because me I grew 7 of them and him is the only one this ever happened to. Me raise him without a father. Me raise him without a father because from him born, him father no business with him. She added, me nervous from me tap me, you know. The whole day yesterday, me not open my shop due to how me feel. Them can't send him to the juvenile school. And that me fear. Yeah, I don't think it will reach here. I hope it won't reach. I don't think it will reach here. He always tell me, well, I hope it don't reach here because it's in front of the court. But I don't think it will reach, sir. He always tell me, say, I'm going to make me happy and do well in school. I'm glad to hear that. Every day, him bigger brother sit him down and talk to him and such. The teen is shut, yeah, we say, I'm going to call the 21st. He was also accepted back in school. I think he's going back to school Monday to sit his end of term examinations. So after the mother met with the guidance counselor, I think the dean of discipline, that decision was made. He will also be receiving counseling, I think, 3 times per week or 3 sessions per week and such. I don't know what form of disciplinary action, if any, will be taken against the educator. I know with these matters, them not just cut and dry because some form of meetings and such will definitely have to take place. I don't know the level at which it will and thing. And I may speak for myself. As a teacher who has been involved in situations where me feel like me have to discipline a few youths down years, I have been in a few of these meetings. Like, you understand? And it's just part and parcel of that job. Well, for me, because this is my thing again, and people could just go vex. Take off Scotty, because I talk for myself. Mr. Williams will never, ever, and from the day I started teaching, I made that vow. I will never teach in a school where I can talk to the students there. It cannot work. It will not work. You understand? And they have to understand that from early. And we don't go for abuse nobody pitney or beat up nobody pitney. But discipline and respect are respect. You understand? And to make sure, say, that's how the thing go. I don't walk past, when I go work a morning time, you know. Every youth me walk past, just like when you Scotty say, me tell everybody morning gents, morning ladies. And my thing that, you know. You understand? You know, me refer to the gents and ladies. Respect and respect family. You see me I say? So, me not depend that. So, no, so when you walk through the gate there, no, brother, and me and your father and your brother and then sitting to the left, you know. You understand? I see you up on the road in your uniform, a farm full too. Then me still a fault because you represent the institution when me walk. You understand? So no say until I reach your yard, if me see you up on the road, means your father and your uncle and your brother. You understand? So know that. So them things here, when them things here happen, a lot of things, as I said, are said. You understand? And ultimately people are gonna say the teacher was excessive and the teacher should have let her status as an adult and her experience speak for itself. But I remember there was a discussion when the video started circulating in the WhatsApp group for the channel, and some things were said, and I was editing Deli Rank's interview at the time too. Tired, you know, but me chime in because, you know, as an educator, me have to look out for my colleagues them. You understand? I mean, you know, people are saying that she lose her job now. Then I say, nah, man, and that's why job thing lose. Because the truth is that if that is what they're going to make she lose her job, me then lose my job long time. Run one part, run one play. I mean, I hide nothing. Means I am a disciplinarian. I mean, never hide that. Everybody will know me know that. You understand? I believe in discipline, and that discipline through buffing and beating up nobody, but you understand the situation and know, so look here. Mr. Williams is going to give you the respect, and it's a simple thing. The respect is to be reciprocated. You have a few youths where I go try flex their muscle, but through my muscle them bigger, then I smaller muscle I go lose the flexing. You understand what I say? I do so I go still. You not do that. You see? So I understand that sometimes in these situations you make decisions quickly, and sometimes when you look back on it, I said, you know, I probably didn't have to push things so far still, but it happened. And one of the point at times I tried to make at the time in the discussion was that we don't know what occurred before the video started. We don't know what happened before that recording started. So context was important. You understand? A lot of things has been said to the youth that sell things that I don't know. The mother said nothing. So you understand what I say? I have not heard from the Dean of Discipline. I don't know why the big man decides that was the best course of action to take. The boy has been charged for assault. I really don't know. I don't know. Scotty British, you are a female educator. You have seen the video. You have heard the different views, viewpoints, and perspective. How you see that situation, like?
I mean, as you just said now, that we are not aware of what transpired before that keeping this off. And it to make a hasty judgment would not be a good idea, or to quickly throw our opinions out there as some people made haste to crucify the teacher. But as I've always said, until you are in the room with the 40 of them looking at you, and it's all on you, then anything you have to say, I really don't care about. But I would hope it is resolved. And he's a young man. I would hope he recognizes the error in his way and, reform. Come back to school. Do what you're supposed to do in the
and he want to go to school, so,
I have said I am sorry for a lot of things, but I'm only sorry I got caught. I'm not sorry I did it. I'm sorry I got caught.
Okay.
We can say sorry for all we want.
What?
It's just it's a case where a child does something wrong and he's going to be instructed to apologize.
Right.
That makes no sense.
I don't love that neither.
Why you going to instruct him to apologize?
He should be
That
apologizing
makes no sense.
off his own volition.
Yeah, man. If you have to instruct him to apologize, don't apologize, sir. You apologize because you recognize that you did something wrong and you need to say sorry. But if the being a discipline of the instructor to apologize, no matter. It's alright. Or the
Yeah.
principal officer, but no sir. Keep it.
Well, the thing is, as me say this, like I have looked at. I am happy first and foremost that there was no major injuries on either
Correct.
side. That
Correct.
is important. It
Correct.
it really and truly, especially if you see a youth a fight a female teacher, me no love that none at all. You understand?
No,
Irrespective of,
sir.
well, I mean, no know. Mummy,
No.
I guess she was upset. But fighting a female teacher, like, me not see myself I get involved in that. When me I go to school, I mean, no. You understand? So that kind of threw me out when I level still. Me not lie to you differently. You see it? Oh, come over here, sir. So, that's one of the next thing about it where, when I know,
Because
go ahead.
you normally find the boys more walking out the female teachers,
Yeah, man.
especially the elder female teachers too.
Mm.
They normally walk them out. It's if you won't find a boy trying to get in a confrontation with a
With
male
a male
teacher.
teacher. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but a female. But sir, as Sir Max said, there's a paradigm shift in all areas of life.
Which is true.
So anything is possible.
Eh.
Anything is possible at this point in time. As a educator, I would just say to my fellow educators, be safe and hold the line as closely as possible. If you find yourself in danger, remove yourself.
Yeah.
But that's just the truth.
No, but it's a listen a lot.
Sir,
But not laugh
I
how
don't
you
know.
say it, but that's an
I don't
access.
know if you remember. No, because I went before you. I think it was
Right.
the first year I started teaching. There was a fight, right? Two boys. And naturally, you're going to part fight. Because them time you're going to part fight, because boy and boy have fist it out. And I like no way if you see a fight, you have to
I'm
be
going to
careful
stab it
because
out, 'cause you don't know why
a,
involved.
a knife might in place, so you might get a one stab where you know plan for. Right? But the two boys were fighting. You know them have fist it out. Them time there, you know me much bigger, sir. So if me step in between, we are in a problem. So
Yeah, man.
me step between and simply ease off 1 minute. Me use no whole heap of force, but maybe it came off a little force one. And me ease him off. The fight went to the office. But the next day, the father came because the boy said, "Me lick him in the wall." And me like, me call the whole class man. All I go for the office. Make the father hear what it is that took place in the classroom. So, sir, things happen. I am not saying that the teacher is correct in how she approached it. But then again, sir, you see, I always say when you're on the outside looking in, you see all the angles that could have been worked. You see all the different facets that could have been. But sometimes when you're in the situation, live and direct, you don't see all of them. And you react.
Compared to probably how me then choose with the situation, she handled it very well.
Please,
Because
sometimes you react, man.
my temperament, for the moment him start, first thing, when him start, if him step to me any attack,
Teacher,
him
you
and,
know.
him and the wall have the same paint. Yeah, sir. So, me don't know. So,
Oh my God.
boy, rough.
But let me tell you, it's rough in the schools, man. It's not a. This school is different now. Sometimes just the atmosphere, like you just see them and you see the problem coming.
Silver said teacher run. Yeah, man, I run, man. I ask man, I'm afraid of the youth.
I don't know though, Mr. Williams, but I think we are in serious problems though.
You
The
think?
schools, yeah, man, we are in
Yeah, what-
serious problems.
Brother, anecdotal evidence, I go off here, brother. You
No,
see
man,
it?
we're in serious problems, man. The different things that are happening in schools, no, you wonder.
It's a combination of a lot of things. One, many of the youths are raise themselves. First thing first. Many of the youths have been led to believe that, only them alone have rights. You understand? Many of the youths, it has been drilled in their head that teachers are supposed to lick you. You understand what I say? Many of the youths, them a bad man from their community, them a bad man and them run off their class, and them a run off his school, run on one part, run on one block, run on one place, run there. So you understand what I say? So a whole heap of factors. Whole heap of factors, man.
One of our coworkers said she watched some news or something, and a gentleman said teachers had these students over years and it wasn't so bad, and they went over 2 years, and it is down the crapper.
Yeah. The truth is though, disobedience and deviance has been always in the school system.
Always.
I remember when I was going to high school and you would use one stone and lick down me someone, knock the hospital for weeks unconscious. You understand? Yeah man, him sit down at the door and it mean like him run the youth out of the class. That I think I was in grade 10 at the time when he was in grade 9. As a matter of fact, I was one of the youth to end up why the youth office, well, not why I'm office in high school, why I was allowed to continue, because I was a part of the prefect body at the time and we had to, you know what I mean, write how we felt about the situation and so made record, they incorporated the school population in the student leadership into the decision making. You understand? So whilst he was suspended for a while and some only things, he was allowed to complete school. See? So it has been I have seen all the places I've worked, school where quote unquote they must say a good school, and quote unquote where they must say a bad school. You understand? When I was at the good school, a whole boy get it to miss. What you mean? Because you have youths where you understand me, I said they'd have to get it. You see me? So right across the board. So I don't want people to feel like this is new. However, it has been multiplied significantly down the years, and with the break for face-to-face online classes over the 2 years, it has mutated into a new beast. It has evolved into a new monster. You understand? And the youths have returned to school. I don't know. Some of them were exposed to gangs. Some of them were exposed to all different type of deviant behavior and deviance. And they have brought it with them back to face-to-face school. Many of them now are very hot-tempered, even more so than before. And the truth is, we will not yet for a long time understand the psychological impact that 2 years lockdown had on these youths.
Had on them.
We can't forget that, you know. So the learning loss separate by itself. The whole behavioral change is significant. You understand? And I will tell people that this incident again is just a snapshot of what is happening across the schools in this country.
Correct.
Just like how criminals have become more bold and brazen, the youths in the school have become more bold and brazen. And again, I am not likening criminals to students. I am just making a reference. Because I know someone not easy about it. You understand? So that is just the tip of the iceberg that we are seeing. We have seen many instances and incidents where children have stabbed them one another. A child has died since the resumption of face-to-face classes. Children have been hospitalized since. Many students, as a matter of fact, some of them just don't reach the news because injuries have been inflicted by their schoolmates. You understand? So this is it. And again, I'll go again. Normally, students, especially male students, don't physically arm or try to arm female teachers. That has been a no-no from me at school. Boy, I know say we get slap up. And not from teachers, you know. Big youth in our school with page you. Whereas am I favorite teacher? You want to fight, boy, you're mad. You're mad. You understand? So it is now a situation where, irrespective of the gender, anything possible. See? Anything possible.
You
And,
go to school and get a beat up.
I always tell people this, you know. See? Well, I always tell people, I always tell people this. Me, nah, so me, a boy can't lick me, you know. But, say, when it done,
You did that dance.
I am, boy, still. And over my, what that, 2, 12, 14, 13, 14 years as an high school educator, I have never had a situation where a child has laid hands on my nice shirts. You understand? Because child know from early on, say, Mr. Williams is not one of them. This is the wrong man that. You understand? And as me say, a mutual respect and love. We are them big brother, we are them mentor, we are them teacher. You understand what I say? And that's the thing there, respect. But you still have a few youths who decide, say,
That will try.
it not work with, it not, and we have to fix some youths over the years. We said that publicly many times, and I have never shied away from saying that. You understand what I
Because,
say?
sir, even sometimes going on my block, because you know the bigger boys are mine.
Right.
Normally have 1, 2 big boys who walk on the block with me. Because it is alright, Miss our great supervisor, and at the end of the day, we are going to defend Miss if push come to shove.
But me just tell you, say, back in the days when you violate female teacher, big man in school, I go whap you up.
Always, it has always been. I've had graduation already where parents come to meet me. And
Really?
I'm a youth there.
Before me come there?
No.
Since me did it?
Yes.
So when me did that, me in their graduation?
I'd say it was the earlier part. So it was just me and like media.
Oh, before graduation start like?
Yeah.
Oh, cause when I did it early.
So the child came out well decked for party and a graduation.
Oh.
So I said, no.
Eh,
So the child did nothing better than call her parents.
okay.
The parent circle. But that time it was blacks them, Michael them.
Oh, okay. I never did
Bernie.
it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah man. So by me reach out in front to you so the parents call. My boy them there behind me and come. Cause they must say me still no look good out there now. We now make you alone go there.
Yeah. Teach
But I
it go
don't
high.
know. I don't know though.
Well, I just got to point out this. So Invest, you know, he is a member of the security forces, and he has spoken openly before that he had a situation with Indicom. Now he has said that Teach Indicom case drop. I was operating in the right,
That's nice.
lawful action as always. But I drink and celebrate it. Don't say a word, brother, man. Hold on, man. We need to buy a round, man. We need to link one of them time, brother. Go on to the work, bro. As I've always said, you know, I know that I was watching a video with ACP Clifford Chambers, head of the Air 1 Police, today on the JCF Instagram. He was talking about the whole gang dynamics and intra-gang conflicts. And if you really sit down and listen, me I wonder, it must be such a nightmare to police these type of communities and situations. He was talking about mostly mobby and things. So I know, bro, just off of the surface, the difficulties involved in policing Jamaica and policing some communities. We appreciate the service, bro. I tell you that every night, and every night that there, they're going to tell you that. You understand what I say? So, big up yourself, family. Yeah, man, and go and do the thing. You know, Indicom is there, and Jaja, some of the man them kind of fearful, and you see, and enough man will think twice about certain things, but just go and do the do, bro. I appreciate the service, you see. So, yes, so, boy, make we continue, because we're not done it, you know. Now, President of the Jamaica Teachers Association has instructed teachers, members of the agency. You know, I'm not a fan of the JTA. You understand? As I tell you, JTA is a political arm. I don't play politics. You understand? But the president has said, fight back. Don't lose your life trying to be professional. JTA tells teacher. What you laugh for? Make you a joke? Jamaica Teachers Association President Winston Smith is encouraging educators to stand up and fight back against attacks from any students. Well, student Smith said teachers should not roll over and play dead and let students think they are pushovers. It doesn't faze me if people want to castigate me for it, but I do not want my teachers to just sit down and allow themselves to become a victim, a fiery Smith declared. So, because you are trying to be professional, you end up being professionally dead. Smith was speaking with reporters on Tuesday against the backdrop of a fight between a teacher and a suspended 16-year-old student. I don't know all of that. The altercation left the teacher with bruises and swellings to her face, upper body, and breast. The student has since been charged with assault. I don't know all of that already. I don't know the. You understand? So Tivoli Gardens High Principal Marvin Johnson reportedly took ill and had to be hospitalized upon hearing of the confrontation. So he reportedly fainted. When contacted by reporters, he sounded very weak and said he was unable to talk. He said he was unable to talk. Okay. Smith said he was peeved at comments on social media by people bad-mouthing the teacher in the video and belittling her. But Mr. Smith, let me talk to Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, as a social media working brother, I am sure for every comment you saw castigating the teacher, you saw comments castigating the young man as well, sir. So you couldn't expect that social media was only going to be in defense of the teacher. I know so you work like sirs. So if you want me to give you a crash course on social media, I could do that. Free of cost. You don't really pre-JT like that. But that's how I work, brother. Just like the videos that I upload. And every comment is not good comment, sir. Yes, and it is not. So it's just one of them things. So what Smith was suggesting, teachers take lessons in judo or taekwondo. No, which are with them. Some of them saying the teacher should have restrained herself. Should have been the professional. The teacher is the aggressor. No, I have watched the video and that is not my perception of what is happening, Smith asserted. And people must remember, that every human being has a right to defend themselves. Whether you are a teacher, pastor, police, soldier, lawyer, doctor, Indian or chief. Every Jamaican citizen has a right to defend themselves. Smith encouraged teachers to disregard the response on social media. It will only further erode the little commitment our members have to the educational pursuit of our students, he said. Smith said teachers are dying because of the high level of stress on the job, and now their safety and security are being brought into question. This altercation has now created some anxiety among our members because the fear of entering the classroom has now been heightened. We have seen where children from even primary schools are attacking teachers. It now seems as if everybody believes it is okay that you can attack a teacher for the simplest thing. Therefore, we are calling on the government of Jamaica to institute the powers or the contents or the laws of the Child Care and Protection Act to hold parents accountable when children run afoul of the law or behave in such a despicable manner, he said. Smith said in his 30 years as an educator, he has never felt so dejected. When I look at all that is happening now, sitting as the president of JTA, all the happenings in education are coming before me. And when you look at it and realize it is not confined to any particular geographic area, but the rampant disregard for law and order in schools seem to be widespread across the country. He said the Ministry of Education alone cannot fix the problem of teachers being disrespected. But we still are saying to the ministry, we need to hear a more forceful cry out against these kinds of behavior towards our teachers.
Sir, I see a comment in the chat. Rockstar 860 saying everyone have right but the student. Rockstar, every right you can think of, the students have it. And they are informed of it. As a matter of fact, there was a little booklet that shows every right that a child has. So, sir, when you are going to say that the child has no right, I don't think you're speaking from an informed standpoint. Because the child has every right that you can think of. The right to an education, the right to this, the right to that. But I think what we have failed to do is to also inform them of their responsibility. So yes, they have rights. And they are aware of their rights. I can tell you that. Because they'll tell you, Miss, and they know what is happening on news because they'll tell you, Miss, the Prime Minister said this, and Miss, the Minister of Education said that. So they have rights, sir or ma'am, and they are aware of them. But with every right comes a responsibility. So if you're going to grab onto the right, you have to hold on to the responsibility also.
See, DeAndrea said, that is what I see. The teacher is the one should be charged. Okay, sir. Eh? Auntie. Yeah, so I don't think she's mad at you, my friend. She's just addressing the comment. You understand? Just like how you're entitled to give your perspective, she's also entitled to give hers on the matters. I saw it work. You understand?
Today's the last day of school.
Today last day of school.
Yeah, there's very little I can be mad at.
Auntie.
Very little, sir.
No, the truth is the JTA president telling to fight back. I don't need the JTA president to tell me. I have been fighting back from 2008. Like, I'm not play that. You understand? And as me say, no, like, when I talk sometimes some people I say, then, oh, teacher, then what you mean if you say that? No boy and I left him fingerprint them in my face. No guy. You understand? No guy and I left him footprint on my pants or in my chest. No guy.
Sir, I don't want people to have the perception that we go to class in war mode. Because I saw somebody say it earlier. I never ever go to a class in a war mode. Me don't go to class for war. I go to class to teach.
Yeah, but you see, you know, normally the entire try discipline, so you say you have to cut a problem upon them for a long time. You know what I think about that? I tell you thing.
Alright, sir. When I enter the door of the classroom, from the very first class, my thing is this: you stand, you say good morning, miss, and may God bless you always, and I return it. And then I instruct you to sit. I am not going to come in and teach in any dirty classroom. So that's the first problem right then and there. Because if the classroom is dirty, you're going to have to fix it. And if somebody have a problem with it, that means we are going to have a problem. Then me can't in my class and me can't talk to you. 40 you're in there and you decide say me can't talk to you. Why? I am not, it's not like I'm singling you out and trying to come at you. It's not as if I am being abusive to you. I am not treating you any way that I shouldn't. Right? So why is it that in my classroom, when I come to educate, I come in there to teach, then this one person will stop the teaching from going on? Because to be fair, as you always say, there are more good than bad. And it is true.
Always.
And in any classroom, you'll have more students who are compliant than those who stand out or try to go against the grain. But you have to have some rule to govern your classroom, sir. Whether it be grade 7, 10, 11, whatever the age is. Because the moment, them smell water in the blood,
They smell
blood in the water. They smell blood in the water. You know problem?
That is what I tell you. You can't transfer your authority, miss.
Because if me in my class or anything me run come call you, me don't fool in that. You them not gonna respect me. Because them gonna say if sir not in the miss can't do anything. You have to hold your foot. You have to stand militant, you have to stand firm. If it means we not left until 5 o'clock this evening, you will have your lock up in.
You see?
You have to stand firm in your classroom. Whether you're female, male, or in between.
Female or male, we think. Nobody be think about that. Never that.
You have to stand firm. I mean, I want people to feel say we are going to class angry because we now go class.
Brother, when we go to class, me the best vibe, look here. Because remember, I run a program and I teach. I go to teach in a family. Me youth them have to end. That is why you youth them come here. That is why you youth them not happy when they are at school because it's a vibe. Even though I am and I don't think I'm a strict. I'm just a firm person who believes in discipline. Yes. You understand? When me not there, if me late from my class, me would them come on me for they are school. You sir, what happened? You understand what I say? And that is coming from a disciplinarian. So it is how you execute and exercise your authority. You understand? We're not going to beat up the youths them. We're not going to abuse the youths them. I'm going to tell you, I refer to my students, ladies and gents. You understand what I say?
It's never, well, let me speak for myself. It's never my aim to go. I don't go to class angry. As a matter of fact, most time I go to class, for me, I carry a sweetie, I carry a something because I'm going to ask them. It's something that they look forward to.
No, there's this notion out in the streets that teachers carry them problem from their yard and go take it out for them. I mean that has been said many times
man.
throughout the annals of
time.
history, man. You understand what I say? Put me a problem in my yard. You understand?
But I think persons are having some concepts that I really cannot appreciate. I really just can't appreciate it as a fellow educator. Because I don't think we're not mad like that to just get up and go to class and decide, sir, I'm going to beat up somebody to it. I mean, I think I said, and I think that that's how it happens. You understand? And we really have to find a way to get back these children
It won't happen.
in a more childish mode.
It won't happen.
Where I don't know.
Let me tell you why it won't happen. Because we have very few parents. The ministry is
Coward.
the ministry. Very cowardice. You understand what I say? And the influences, social media, and in the community is just at a stage now where you're fighting a losing battle. You understand what I say? You are fighting a losing battle. You see me I say? So sometimes that's true. Problem at all. Well, me never have no problem with my first, me not have no problem with my youth. If me have a page of youth, it's because you violate. You understand what I say? I saw the thing got James one. So I can only speak for myself as an educator. You see me I say? And I have disciplined many students, sir. Many. Using many different forms of discipline, sir. Some very gentle, some extremely aggressive, sir. Because we don't play a certain ball game. You understand what I say? But at the end of the, and look here, 99.99% of the youth that I have disciplined are them and they are my best student after that, sir. Because them know, sir, them violate the others.
They needed it.
Them know.
And when you see them on the road, them say, Miss, sir.
So many of them you they will me have a page and them man they end up come run off the class. Before me reach class and them man they make sure the thing govern off. Because them know same violate. You understand? Because we don't walk around and trouble the youth them family. You understand what I say? We don't count. I have spoken before that I understand that a teacher encouraging and showing some belief in you can change your life significantly. Because that is how my life was changed, family. Zane, and I have always told you, when I was in high school, I had a geography teacher by the name of Mr. Carlington Johnson. Was a very young teacher. He was the person who transformed me from just one big-head youth where, you understand what I say? Just I go along to somebody who became ambitious, who became confident, and I wanted to be to my students what Mr. Johnson was to us.
To you. Mm-hmm.
He changed my life and they have made it my life's work to change the lives of my students. But remember say in that some discipline I was sprinkled around there. Because I am for an indisciplined child is very difficult to teach, and I am a teacher. I come to educate. And in order for me to educate you, I will reform you. So you have to conform. It's a simple thing. You understand? And me don't tell you from the get-go. The moment me walk through the school gate, don't feel see a guy go round at the party where me cannot talk to. Me not depend on that.
That's why the moment. That's
me responsible for you. Because if anything happen, you go hear say the teacher. So make sure you know say, oh, you want a big brother in your life. And me that, oh, your father, me or your daddy. You understand me? And me or your uncle. So until you left here, it's me responsible for you. And you go understand, say, I saw the thing figure. When a class time, you go in your class. Me now walk past the boy with them shirt out of them pants or them tie not fixed properly or your uniform not in place. look here, I just discipline the thing set up, brother. It's a simple thing.
But sir, you know that it is now getting to the point where teachers are walking past them.
Me nah walk past you.
Teachers have to walk past them, sir. Teachers have to walk past them.
Teachers have been walking past them, but me not walking past you.
And if I one in a class, your teachers are going and teach you one and make it 39 still.
Yeah, me know say I say it a head, but it's sad.
And
Me
you say it over head.
now walk past you. You, I get up and go where you fi go. And now where you fi go, you fi go in a brother. No go on like you want, go nowhere else, you know. So, but me all I know still, you know.
Get me 2 bag of bamboo and a bag of banana chips. There's a
Oh, and get some phone card. You understand? Me all I know still. And me pass it on to the younger youths them. But when we are running thing, we are running thing. And I say a mutual respect and understanding. You understand what I say? I saw the thing go. So, I don't know. But, so, the JTA president has said you have to fight back. Somebody else has said, but teach, isn't every teacher is like you? Some teacher deal with kids like a boot camp. I get that, and I've always said that, and all of us as educators really and truly are doing what we ought to do in trying to reach the youths them. You understand? That is the truth. All of we not deserve a salary. That is the reality. You understand? But again, I think there are more teachers in education who are caring, who want what is best for their charges than those who are just collecting a salary. You understand what I say? So there is that. There will always be some teachers who just not step up, Zane. But I think based on my experiences, I should say, is that majority of the teachers are trying as best as possible to influence holistic development and to create productive, functioning members of society. You understand what I say? You know how many youths teachers save from a life of violence and crime? I mean, some of them slip through the crack in the well. A lot of them slip through the crack sometimes. But trust me, many youths who don't know a bus gun is that something that a teacher did transformed their lives. You understand what I say? So remember that. But long time, I tell you, since me start teach, look like I mean did a wait pan. The respect for teachers went south. You understand? The admiration for educators went south.
Are you mashing up?
I don't know. Look here, you have some parents them go to school one time. When the youth are registering at grade 7, them never go back. 7.
No, they go back for graduation. Stop it. You know them have to put on them best for
graduation. Even count for me, you know.
Yeah, they will come back to graduation, man.
So, what role are our parents play? And I guarantee, remember, you have youth to come out of good homes, you know. We come on road, come farm fool, you know. But majority of the youths, them who are being deviant, are coming from broken homes. They are coming from homes where them are running it off. You understand? If your parents, if my mother and father can't control me, then who is you to come talk to me? Well, I'm here, daddy, you know, boy. That me I tell you now. What your name? Mark Johnson. My name is Mr. Johnson today, sir. Yeah, son. Until I graduate from this, I'm my name Johnson. You know me as Mr. Williams, but me a Johnson to you, to sir. Me say, daddy, know that. So don't wanna play that. You understand? So I just saw it thing go. And I don't know, but so when I said teachers will fight back, you understand me? And, but hold on, you know, DJ Atkinson, you have some single mothers who pull off a thing to you, know, bro. Don't feel like it's because them name single mother, them automatically now govern everything in our family. You have some single mothers out there, man, them being a fam. So remember that, about me understand what you say, bro. But you have to give credit to the single mothers, them out there, we are do they do. But you have some of them, they're single for you.
But stand firm, man, militant.
Yeah, man. So de-escalate, don't fight back, right? Urges teachers. So President of the Jamaica Association of Principals of Secondary Schools, Linford, right? As up there, brother.
Oh, that's if they fight that one, so don't fight.
Right.
You're confused. You don't know what to do.
Being amigo has given a contrasting view to Jamaica, to Jamaica Teachers Association President Winston Smith on how educators should respond to physical confrontations with students. Many of them confrontation and a need for reach is still enough. Some of them will, because I tell us some of the youth them back down and some of them are step. You understand? But some of them not reach us still for choose still. Mr. Wright says if teachers do not feel threatened, the first response should be to de-escalate the situation.
Correct.
His recommendation differs from Mr. Smith, who has directed teachers to fight back against attacks from students. The discussion has been taking place in the context of Monday's altercation. You know all of that already. Blah, blah, blah. Mr. Wright says while his recommendation to de-escalate situations like these may be difficult to contemplate in the heat of the moment, violence should not be an option. Arguing that there are those of us who have been entrusted to be exemplary, the school administrator suggested that aggression cannot be contained by fighting back if your back is not against the wall. But sir, more time if you don't fight back, your back against the wall quick, you know, sir. You understand, sir? And my back and wall don't work out well, sir.
Yeah,
You understand, sir? Some walls very jukey, sir.
Sir, to be fair to the JTA
President?
that spoke, sir, I really doubt that this man would mean that.
You just gonna beat up some
more or
you.
less yes, he could not be in his right mind.
Nah,
to
man,
say
it just
that.
means that you feel threatened there to defend yourself. And, like, as I said, I don't need nobody to tell me that from the beginning of time. You understand? From day one, man. I know that. See? And as I say, we not beat up the youth, we not war with the youth. But if me realize, say, you decide, say, you're going to posture a certain way, I not wait for you. I shoot first and ask question after.
Stand up and say, stop it. Do not do it, young man. I am the teacher. Listen to me.
Okay. But we continue with Mr. Wright. You understand?
I run left them teacher.
I run left them. As Silver said, me always run gun Silver. That me always be true, yeah, sir. You understand? Don't listen to me, I say. He's a runner. I'm a runner. I'm a track star. Yeah. Okay, I got the ball. You never see a ball, no? Did I show them miss? Tell her that. So I just know. Alright, so pointing to society's apparent struggle reprisals, he reasoned that teachers, principals, and adults in general ought to take responsibility to de-escalate tensions.
Correct.
To have a response that says, as tough as it is, let's work through this. I have tried that before. You understand? Boy, I'm sorry for your son, mother. I teach, father, I teach, auntie Scotty, I teach, uncle Sivat. No man, I'm here good man. I'm here good man. Without pressure, I'm here man. As long as I'm here know the door and the dance, I'm good man.
Go tread the line.
Very carefully, miss.
If he fucking clean a problem.
Very carefully. You understand? Now, Mr. Wright, who is the principal of William Memorial High School, added that there should be ongoing training of educators. All right, again. Ongoing yeah, man, make we train all the day of our life, man. We just trainees, man. Let's just train us out. What we're not doing for the parents and that. But this is what me I said. So, okay. Teachers. When are we at some point in time going to put some responsibility and place some onus on parents? I don't know, man. See, so he's the principal of William Memorial High School. He added that there should be ongoing training of educators to deal with evolving student engagement at school.
But isn't that done?
Boy, I mean, you get no training for them youth still, there's a different breed.
There was some training restorative justice, something like that.
Restorative justice.
They were having some training, something. Seems like.
No.
I never got to training.
This is a little contentious issue to still in because watch this. JTA president says parents must be held criminally liable for the violent conduct of their children.
Must have bigger things.
I don't know how I feel about I know how I feel about that. Because I do the best I can for raise youth. Youth grow up in a good home, very disciplined when in their yard. And when he go farm fool and then me have to go to jail for him, sir. Me not sure about that, sir. Me don't know. But there has to be some way to hold parents accountable. Is it to send them to prison for them pitney behavior? Boy, I'm not sure say cause say someone will go to prison, you know. Some good man bout here and a brother cause say watch ratcha. As me say me try to grow my two children them the best way I can. And then go road go farm food. You understand? Remember say me can't go to school with them right away in the family. See, it's at some point, them have to go, you understand, tread the waters for their own. And treading the waters now, them knocked with some other people. And you know the youths them. You understand? So,
Easy
boy,
to get
I'm not
astray.
sure about that, sir. I know about that. But something have to be done. But say that part the rough. What you think? He's a mother. You have your youth and you grow your youth well like. And your youth go to the road, go farm food like, and the police gonna lock you up, say your youth do things.
uh, as a parent, some of us, some parents really try their best. And when the child go there and there's a hiccup, it would really look hard for the parent to be held criminally responsible for the child. But I think that it can be looked at as a case by case basis, and if you find that the parent has in fact been negligent in his or her duties towards the child, let them up, man.
So
Let them up.
conditions apply.
Yeah, man, conditions would have to apply.
Oh.
Because if it's a case, sir, and you really can track and say, all right, this mother would have done all and been doing all. And sometimes you have the case where the youth just walk into a one time, you know.
Right, that will happen to you, brother. Because
Yeah, man.
you know, as youths, we're liable to a couple of mistakes, you know, from time to
Sir,
time.
it
That's
will-
true.
I see a boy buck him toe since week, and I can promise you, he nah buck
He
him
nah
toe
bucky
again.
back.
What me saying?
He nah bucky back.
He nah buck him toe again, people.
He man cut them off. He nah have no toe. No more toe bucky.
I saw him today, and when he come, he said, "Morning, miss." I said, "Morning, you alright?" He said, "Yes, miss." I said, "Your figure what me?" I said, "He said, miss, me." Done.
Well, as we
So,
said,
so they can make mistakes. They make mistakes. They are children, and as adults, we have to know that they will, and correct them as they go along. But I think the problem comes in now when we can't correct them. So they make the mistake and no correction to it. They're gonna keep making the same mistake.
well, man, say, so the JTA boss has been offering a raft of suggestions to confront the issue. Mr. Smith says parents must now be held accountable for the violent conduct of their children. I saw Rosie say something earlier, but there is something called absolute liability for parents and children here. If your children cause damage, then the parents are held liable.
Oh, where was it then?
Canada.
Okay.
Senorita Garcia says, teachers, defend on yourself. If you don't have to. I know first what I have gone through the system. I will not toe-to-toe with them, but I will defend myself. Period. You understand? Not all parents should be held criminally accountable for the children. Depends on the situation. Oh, so Ivan
that's what I say,
Jacobs.
it's case
So
by
Lady
case.
Ivan, when I say conditions apply. So therefore, teach them it has to be proven that the parents are negligent or they encourage antisocial behavior in their children.
That's what we are saying. Silvadi said now go to jail for that child. But Silvadi, if there's an investigation and it proves that you're negligent, you must go. Yeah, man. If it proves that you're negligent, sir, you must go. And
It's-
you do the crime, do the time.
I am not, Silver, hold on. Senorita said, I have been harassed and assaulted, so I speak from experience.
Okay.
I'm so sorry to hear about those experiences,
Yeah.
Lady Garcia. Jaja, parents have to take some accountability.
Silvadi said no, you know.
Well,
Then Silvadi.
when the police say come for you,
Silvadi, be fair now. If you are the parent and you just left the child to grow himself and he find himself in a problem, you know if you say you have to get all on panto, man. Because you would not have done what you should have done as a parent. So you're negligent. You forget
go and talk to
all
them.
and charge.
I'm try to do something here. So.
Silva said no, he not go, sir.
When the police say come tell us,
Silva said I go road. But I
Tell
think
us you're not
that case
come
by
Silva.
case. Case by case. It cannot be a broad brush for everything. investigation have to be done. Once negligence is proven, yeah man, lock you up man. You leave a 14-year-old in a house by yourself and go about your business, lock you up man. And him a girl himself, it must wash, cook, clean, everything for himself. Hold on for you man. Where you then?
Alright, so we'll continue. So, yeah, I know all of that. But the president of the Jamaica Teachers Association, Winston Smith, would go further in case of violent confrontation involving students. He wants to see parents charged. The JTA president, sorry guys, says until the society takes seriously the responsibility parents have to ensure their children are behaving appropriately, nothing will change. Mr. Smith is doubling down on his suggestion that teachers should fight back when confronted by violent students. Those comments have been strongly criticized by some education stakeholders, with some urging teachers to attempt to de-escalate heated confrontation. But Mr. Smith has refused to withdraw the comment. He says parents are failing the society by refusing to step up and offer proper guidance to their children. Auntie, which is true. That is true. Yeah, so me that look saga. Brother, I want 15 minutes or whatever on this channel. You know, see the stream, the time done. Yo. Yeah, but it's a very serious issue that we have to treat with. And then you go and you then soon gone for break again and 2 more months out there in a while, and brother. What did I tell you when school I got open face to face? Say it I got take the whole of the term we left for re-socialize the youths then.
That's what we should have done.
But even with the learning loss, they are trying to catch up. Omar Crosskill, thanks for the contribution, bro. I think Omar has been here for a long time, and if memory serves me correctly, you know. Omar, I don't think it's the first time you're there, but big up yourself, talk to me. I think me used to see you back in the days when we used to stream on that time. Auntie, yes, sis. For how much months? 3-4 months?
I know, but sir, as I said, and I would have said this before on a stream before this, we were so excited to get back in there and try catch up
to
on
teach. Yeah.
The
But they tell you, no? Say it go rough and I
then,
get it.
then I call and we just not carry them in from what I call. So we should have warm them up back little bit.
We're coming in from the cold.
Them they use the temperature we're in there now. We should have acclimatize them.
Each country has their own laws. Teachers should not be abused by students. Teachers, we appreciate you. Big up yourself in the Empress Jacobs. It rough out there. Speaking about the students, you know, because students are my angels, you know. Yeah, teacher, they my problem about yeah. From Tech students stabbed after school. I don't think this was student and student still. But a student that was injured. A male student of From Technical, I think they pronounce, high school in Westmoreland had to seek medical attention after he was stabbed at Tollgate, meters away from the school on Tuesday afternoon. Now, according to eyewitnesses, a white Toyota Axio motor car drove up on the From main road and 2 men got out. One of the men hurled stones at a group of students. At some point during the fracas, the 9th grader was stabbed in the head.
Grade 9?
Yeah, man. He was taken to the Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital where he was treated and released. The incident happened shortly after 4 p.m. An individual who was on the scene stated that she was left shaken by the incident. His clothes was soaked in blood, and it was a student who used his school shirt to wrap the wound. Big up that student. You understand? So sources theorize that the attack on the boys related to an incident that occurred at the school earlier in the day. It is said that a female 9th grade student had an altercation with a male student said to be her boyfriend, and he slapped her in the face. The young man who got stabbed is just bad luck on his part. Him just get the stab for a friend who is involved with the girl, the source explained.
And sir, that is the new thing where
boy, I drape up my daughter and a back,
sir, not even that. You see the minute something happen in school,
phone call
make you know, sir.
Yeah.
You see when school over, if you're not careful, you have to call the police to come clear the compound. Because all of a sudden, man from out a heavy hole, critics and corner appear at the school gate. Now, if you're a real bad man, you could have really be a yard and a schoolboy call if you come fight in battle at school.
Them are not bad man, them a bad boy.
But at that time when the
I'm
calls
from
are
them.
being made, I met it. Sir, it just not safe anymore. It's just not safe
But say you
anymore.
go look for one boy and then you fling so in a group and bust up everybody head and have some people on the head and then sitting there.
Yeah, some of
So
him
suppose
friends.
you say
You
you're a
know who
child.
you come
Yeah,
from.
but watch it now. This innocent boy, you send your child go to school, and because him and him schoolmate a friend, he stabbed and he well this
Him get
child did
stabbed.
not die, thankfully. But what if
Thank
he had
God.
died? Eh? See, Pri? Two BB Coke High students charged after knife fight. So the two BB Coke High School students who used knives to stab each other outside the institution this week have been charged with unlawful wounding. Superintendent Dwight Daly, head of the St. Elizabeth Police Division, told reporters that the students, who are both males, are scheduled to appear in the Santa Cruz Children's Court on June 17. He said the boys, who are 15 and 16 years old, were charged between on and between Thursday. There's something wrong with this. Alright. So in a viral video, the two students were seen stabbing each other during a brawl in
I
Junction.
didn't see that one.
Me have a video there. So me not watch them, but me know it's one they send them go give me. You understand? I have to where they send everything to my phone. I have to go and make sure say I clear that in it. Yeah, sir. Next thing, why I don't even know. Shortly after 3 on Wednesday afternoon. So the police, now they are saying they plan to do regular searches at BB Coke following the stabbing. So the police say they plan to conduct regular searches at the BB Coke High School in St. Elizabeth following the stabbing of a student on Wednesday. So the student was wounded during an altercation. I don't know all of that already or something. Right. Point of reference, William Nib. So Mr. Linvern Wright is a principal on a William Nib. I want to tell you, so William Nib is the same school where that teacher pulled his license for after a boy one of them time. Well,
That
they
long
say
time,
down.
yeah.
Yeah, I think at 27. I think the teacher named Abdallah or something like that. I don't remember.
I remember hearing that we were in a staff meeting actually when that thing came up.
So, boy must draw a stone off him, and he draw a gun, and the G run, and scale a fence. And he must run going and carry for one cutlass, and I swing it off by security guy. Security must know and pull it. But he was dismissed, and he appealed at the teachers' tribunal, and he won his appeal.
It was reinstated.
Yeah, man. So, I don't know if he can go back still, but he won. You see? Auntie. So, yeah. Oh, yes, teach in 2017. Because if you don't, your phone will full up. Sir? Yeah, amount of things I get. And the truth is sometimes I don't get to look at all of them because there's just so much sometimes.
Impossible.
But you quit, me get 500 messages in the family, especially when something go on. Like a 500 difference, my dear send me the same thing, Yeah, and so you know what I think. Now, and next, so that was one of the hot topics. I mean, that are the hot general topic. But there are some topics that are that only certain type of people are interested in. You understand? So like the fight with the teacher, every time Dick and Harry have something to say about it. So this one now, with the new proposed bail act that has been ripe. Person charged with murder will be denied bail, says Marlene Malahoo Fort. Person charged with murder will be denied bail under the new law that the government will propose soon, setting up a certain battle with human rights advocates. Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs Marlene Malahoo Fort told the House of Representatives that the change will be in a new bail act that has been long promised. She also indicated that persons who have been charged with the illegal possession of firearm would not get bail. Mind trade upon the painting in a moment. You understand?
That's what I'm saying.
If you're on murder charge, you cannot be so she said. So I really like how if you sound. If you're on murder charge, you cannot be at large. And if you're on gun charge, you cannot be at large. She said during her contribution to the sectoral debate. She said the wording of some of the clauses of the bill is being revised. Under the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms in the Constitution, any person awaiting trial and detained in custody shall be entitled to bail on reasonable conditions unless sufficient case is shown for keeping him in custody. And let me make that point again. Because enough times you hear say the judge this and the judge that and the judge corrupt and the judge sell out the judge again. And as an educator, it pains me sometimes that people don't listen and people don't read. That irk me. But they fight someone for that. Since I was up on a fighting argument. The judge, any judge, can only operate within the confines and the parameters of the laws as are made in the House of Parliament. Let me say that again. The judge operates within the auspices, the confines, the parameters, the boundaries. So no people want word out of that, want to know. Of the laws that are created by our lawmakers. And our lawmakers are our parliamentarians. Judges don't make laws. Judges don't modify laws. Politicians make laws and the judges operate according to the laws that have been made. When you look at tough head sometimes, man. Like them things, like me see some comments sometimes and me I say like,
They're just
just
emotional.
go read, man.
They're just emotional.
You understand? And stop follow up everything what people telling them, man. Go do some reading, man. Reading make it a full man, sir. A woman, because some woman and not read neither. That's sad. Yeah. So and again, I mean understand too, say somebody alright, so the judge has what you call that. So certain things are up to the interpretation of the judge because I don't think it's a hard and fast thing, a black and white thing. So it is up to interpretation many times. So whilst one judge will interpret one thing a particular way, another judge will interpret it another way because them have different brain. So there's no uniformity in certain things and that is an issue. Right? So yes. Yeah, man, judge can refuse to grant. Yeah, man, we know that. We understand. So it comes down to the discretion of the judge and the interpretation of the situation, as I'm saying. Zane, but, Nell, the constitution of the country. So let's go to that now. The biggest body of laws in the country, the constitution, gives every single Jamaican citizen a right to bail. I'll say that again. The constitution of the land gives a fundamental right of bail to every citizen who is in front of the courts. It is for the judge and the prosecution to figure out, so the prosecution need to present a case, this person should not be entitled to bail, and the judge should be so convinced. See? But as a citizen, it is your fundamental right to be granted bail. Again, it is up to the interpretation and the discretion of the judge. All right. So let me read it again. Under the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms, in the Constitution, not in the judge head, any person awaiting trial and detained in custody shall be entitled to bail on reasonable conditions unless sufficient cause is shown for keeping him or her in custody. Again, as Nell said, too many gray areas, and I am in 100% agreement with you on that.
I agree with that.
You understand? So there should be some structure and a standard thing uniformly across the board. See? Say, the judge and the criminal lawyers working together. One year heard. Okay, my friend.
Somebody say, oh, you're getting to stay and I make it tonight.
Oh, can I cuss it before the stream start? So see it there? We have a page her before we start. You see it? Alright, so we could continue. Now, yes, the change would satisfy members of the security forces who have complained about the role of accused, the criminals on bail, being key perpetrators of crimes. Because we have heard many stories of accused killing witnesses and potential witnesses. Yeah, so let me say when them out on bail. And not only that, many men who are in front of the courts on violent charges have been known to commit other violent crimes whilst they are out on bail. Right? So there's that. Now, earlier this year, Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey said changes were needed. The legislative process should be so framed that persons charged for certain kinds of crimes should remain in custody while awaiting trial. The system of trial should be swift. That is important to know. Should be swift to ensure an accused's rights are protected. Because you can't have one language in a prison for 2 years before you try him, you know. If you don't grant him no bail, you understand what I say? But then because of the inefficiencies within the justice system, then that now becomes a problem.
That's another great.
Because you have backlog, you say you don't have enough courtroom, you don't have enough judge, lawyer delay with them delay tactics and this and that until case short and witness can't find one whole house of dolly house business. So I'm going to continue. But the proposal is likely to raise concerns from criminal defense attorneys, many of whom have spoken out against the government's hardening legal stance on criminals and persons accused of serious crimes. Now, Attorney Linton Gordon is of the view that all persons arrested and charged with crimes are entitled to bail. I wouldn't expect nothing different from a lawyer, though. I just saying. So a lawyer get money, get paid. You understand? All citizens arrested and charged for crimes are presumed innocent until a court finds them guilty. To keep a person in custody while awaiting trial would be short-circuiting the justice system, Gordon said in April. Now, Jamaica has one of the highest murder rates in the world, with over 40 murders per every 100,000 member of the population killed annually. Now, as we said, the lawyers are calling for blood. Before we reach the lawyers, them though, the new Bail Act, the internet will get shaky against this, but I hope it shake out itself. The new Bail Act will facilitate electronic monitoring of persons on bail. So they might get like one ankle letter like that, bracelet or something like that. Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs, Marlene Malahou has revealed that electronic monitoring of persons granted bail will be one of the provisions in the new Bail Act. That doesn't sound bad. You got to geofence him too. Like say you can't left out of your community.
More than like it.
As me turn on, me shock you.
Out of certain boundaries.
You get shocked. Yeah, son. Tease you. Go back, run that part there, brother. She says this is one of various new measures to be implemented, which will better deal with the unique challenges facing the security forces and things. So I could talk about criminals for loss in the system. Yeah, that when you prove them guilty though, Atkins, because there's that, you know, broski. And everybody will get locked up is a hard criminality, you know. You understand? But I think, yeah, right. And it's not just guilty, no man. Sometimes they're guilty, you know. But say, and everybody will get locked. A manslaughter, and yeah, drive your car and your car get out of control and lick down somebody like, and one of them sitting there. You understand what I say? You ain't really gonna shoot nobody like, alright. You see it? So, them look at things there. But say no, hard times call for hard measures, yes, sir. You understand? And this is the thing. We clamor every day, government now do nothing to fight crime, government now do nothing to fight crime. And when something is proposed to fight crime, it is too draconian and
don't want
drastic.
it. Yeah,
I guess probably we prefer middle ground. You understand? We don't like extremes as people, and who like a place too cold or too hot. You know, like a nice good temperature, like, you understand? Temperate.
The middle ground?
Yes, man. But you always thinking I middle ground sometime, you know. Unconstitutional overreach. Attorneys warn against attempt to amend the Bail Act. Prominent local attorneys say any amendment to the Bail Act so that people charged with gun crimes or murder are routinely denied bail would be unconstitutional and eventually struck down in court. Me say some of this already, you know. The minute, alright, I forgot to read it because all the articles set up. The Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs, Marlene, has referred to people who are on bail and have been charged with crimes as being at large, and that is an unfortunate comment. Attorney at law, that is not what she said, you know, Bert. Me not think you that me ear and idea, you know. She said you can't be on gun charge and at large. That is what she said. She not say she call you large, so me don't know. But Bert said unfortunate. Big up Bert. Because the inference in these persons is these persons have been granted bail by a court, a judge, and those persons are treated as at large. When I check my dictionary, at large means a criminal who has escaped or a wild animal who has gone uncaged. And it therefore means that the presumption of innocence has been railroaded by the comments Samuels added. He referred to section 14, subsection 4 of the charter, which says that any person awaiting trial and detained in custody shall be entitled, we said that already, entitled to bail on reasonable conditions unless sufficient cause is shown for it, right? So bail is granted on certain principles. Section 14, subsection 4 of the Constitution says that a citizen is entitled to bail, and the cases of Nation and others, and the case of Gowie makes it clear that there's an entitlement to bail, and those who are seeking to deny bail must put forward evidence before a court for the denial of bail, so that the Bail Act cannot be amended to conflict with Section 14, subsection 4 of the Constitution. But then I am assuming if you are going to modify the Bail Act, then the Constitution would need some modification as well. To facilitate that. That's what I am thinking. I don't know. You understand? Samuel said an amended Bail Act would be an exercise in futility. Every time they tinker with the Bail Act, a constitutional court has struck it down, because you cannot get around Section 14, subsection 4, that says a person is entitled to bail. And things. So on Tuesday, Malawi Fort served notice that people charged with certain crimes will be denied bail. I'll say that again. A new Bail Act is coming. I wanted to table it today, but we are revising the wording of some clauses. Marley, it's serious. I will say no more at this stage. No say no more, mama. Except that, if you on murder charge, you cannot be at large. And if you had gun charge, you cannot be at large. Now, prominent attorney at law, Christopher Townsend, argued that the administration should not tinker with the Bail Act, as judges should not rubber stamp a policy position by a political administration. But laws are made by political administrations. I mean, they lead it and the opposition will agree or not, and it is passed into law, so law work. But, well, I guess Townsend has said it's a political thing. So I don't know, yeah, man. I don't know. The judges are there to infuse the human element into the justice system. So it is not just some stoic entity of government. It is human-based, and that is why judges are there. They are not there to rubber stamp, but to put the human element into the system, so that justice and balance can be achieved for the individual, Townsend said. Hey man, they might defend them thing, you know. Townsend added that amending the Bail Act would open the door to trample on people's rights, and the right to bail is an exceptional right that is being withheld. Well, that is being whittled away slowly. This is a huge overreach. Leave the judges alone. Allow them to do their job. You don't need to do it for them, Townsend said passionately. A joint select committee of the Parliament has been reviewing the Bail Act, and Malawi Fort has signaled for some time that a bill was to be tabled soon. The police have long advocated that certain individuals should be denied bail and have pointed to anecdotal stories where individuals on bail have been fingered in fresh homicides and gun crimes as they merely continue a life of crime before the interruption of an arrest. Attorney at law Donahue Martin argued that the government must be careful not over incarcerate itself out of crime. I don't get that. One of on the face of it, it is unnaturally unconstitutional. It will be struck down as unconstitutional by a full court. So them know the court are going to do already. So it might be an effort in futility on the part of the government. But the government needs to be careful. We do not try to over incarcerate our way out of crime. Okay, me get to them and say now still. Alright, me get
Negative still.
yeah, man. They might say you can't just lock up everybody and keep them locked up or for solve crime. So you can't over incarcerate yourself out of crime. See, me not always done, you know. Every now and then look a light spark, like every now and then. It has been proven to be unuseful in the world. The general mood has been to over incarcerate our way out of our crime problem. And that has been the root policy to get ourselves out of crime problem. Why did I repeat so much time? That will only exaggerate our already existing socio-economic woes. Yeah? Okay. Martin pointed to institutional weaknesses within the justice system. They are there for real. Such as an over-reliance on eyewitness testimony, which is true, and poorly funded intelligence gathering operations, which allow loopholes for criminals to avoid incarceration. That is very true. I will agree wholeheartedly with that. We have an over-reliance on eyewitness testimony, and eyewitness testimony is inherently unreliable. What you're going to have is making criminals out of non-criminals. I'm not sure what that's it. If we want to deal with crime, we have to catch the perpetrators with intelligence-driven operations. We need to invest in more in the crime portfolio of the JCF, in the intelligence gathering and investigative capacity of the JCF right across the board in the divisions themselves. I have said that many times still. So I know, man. So,
I have a question.
Yeah, man, ask it.
To be charged with illegal like possession of firearm, it has to be found on you or in your person or in your presence.
No. For example, if somebody is accused of committing a murder and it was a shooting incident, you're charged illegal possession of firearm because I'm gonna use shoot him man. You see what I say? So the police so evidence is there, so you shoot the man, you know. But when the police them lock you up, they don't find it with no gun. But you're still charged for illegal possession of firearm. Cannot stab him. You understand? Mm-hmm. So they don't have to find a gun.
Okay.
So hope that answer the question.
Okay.
Probably somebody with more legal experience can develop that some more. But yeah, man, they don't have to have a gun for you. Yeah, they don't have to find a gun for you. No, but so we continue again. I'll be a rebuttal and counter arguments we have tonight, you know. Ellington says proposed changes to Bail Act long overdue. Former Commissioner of Police Owen Ellington, who has advocated for the denial of bail for individuals charged with certain categories of murder, says the proposed changes to the Bail Act are long overdue. When you buy that, Mr. Ellington also wants persons on some drug and gun charges to be denied bail. He says while an accused person has the right to bail, a standard should be set to prevent accused violent criminals from continuing their activities. Mr. Ellington said during his tenure, the process had started in response to the argument that the police do not present evidence to show why an individual should not be granted bail. He said the Jamaica Constabulary Force and the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution developed a standard application for remand or a condition of bail, or a risk assessment for persons charged. He admitted that under the law, every accused person charged with a crime in Jamaica has a right to bail. However, he suggested that we need to move away from that. But Mr. Ellington has said if the country intends to move to a standard of denial of bail on serious charges pending trial, there should be a set timeline for the matter to move through the justice. And as I said before, that is critical. You can't deny a man bail and have him in a jail for 3-4 years before you try him. You understand what I mean?
Sure.
So, right, that is important. For instance, he argued that there should be no reason a charge of possession of firearm cannot be completed in 6 months or less. I don't see it neither, my boss. For a murder charge involving the use of a gun, I see no reason why we shouldn't be able to complete these trials in a year, 2 years, etc. If we need to build capacity in the criminal justice system, we should do it. But we can't continue to live in a culture of delay and say that there is no way of changing it because that is how it has been from time immemorial.
Delay is danger, sir.
Delay is
Delay
danger.
is danger.
So then say, you understand. So and what I like about this article from Mr. Ellington, he is not neglecting the fact or ignoring the fact that you have a right to bail. However, what he's saying is that some level of criminals should not be granted bail. And in not granting them bail, you can't have them languishing in the prisons. You have to try them. So it's either you try them and the evidence convict them or they are acquitted. You understand what I mean? Which is fair.
And it makes sense.
That said, whilst every single Jamaican is entitled, just like the plea bargain thing, the plea we get 30% discount.
50
At 30% I get, man. See? Your weekend's about 50%.
It's a 50 discount, that's what we got.
Whilst it is an important tool in the dispensation of justice, not because a man plead guilty automatically means you get 30% discount. Because some crimes, no matter how much plea you plead guilty, family, you forget the full sentence available. You understand? So I suppose with the Bail Act, this will be because I don't think a lawyer will come and say them agree with this. None. I don't think any human rights group will be in agreement with this.
They would not agree with that.
So it means then this is going to be a long run thing because I foresee I have not seen the wording of the bill. I have not seen that as yet because it has not been officially tabled and thing. So I suppose I anticipate that there will be some legal challenges forthcoming. You understand? So I don't know how prepared the Minister of Constitutional Affairs is for that, but I suppose that when the high-profile lawyers them decide so them clients have to get bail, then we'll see how it goes. You understand? And that's how the thing set. You see me? Them law written on stone slab, that's why them can't change. The thing you know, Nell, you see, if you get constitutional reform, and not just something you can take up a pen and strike out things, you know, it is more complex than that. But I agree with you totally, family. They're not writing us, they're not setting a stone. I remember some Moses broke up his stone the first time after he come off from Mount Sinai, you know. That man then build cow, you know, brother. You understand? After that man walk up no much days and night and come down, come see them and worship cow, you know, man mash up them there, you know. You understand? And thing. So I know, yeah, man. But yeah, we the pass our story for that all time and night coming up. Bombard. Yo, at 10 o'clock already, you know.
10 o'clock. I'm saying, but just
I'm gonna reach out when I stream it, you know. Some of them things I have to stay till Sunday, like. Yo, I don't know, yeah, man. $7 million reportedly stolen from St. Mary Western Union outlet. Eh?
Yeah, there's a whole lot of Western Union you could see with it.
See that GoPro, yeah? I'm a GoPro, it a wine like a go-go. You understand what I say? It look like everywhere. Like every 2 hours it reset itself.
It
I don't love that. And then now it bring up them things up on the screen and I have to get up and do some things to take them off. You see me? I don't love that. Then them man.
From the GoPro program.
Yeah, I do that, but I love it. You understand? Then
That's how the problem.
you love a girl and you just move on from your girl.
So that's the problem.
Yeah, so then I say you make it try, make it work, like.
No,
yeah,
sometimes you have to leave it alone.
Yeah, man, then you realize you have to leave it alone. I don't realize that, you know, see.
Okay.
You see me? Yeah.
No, if you realize, but
yeah,
these days.
One of them time. When you reach around this side. But yes, alright, so I could come off of that. So, approximately $7 million was reportedly stolen from a Western Union outlet in Orocabessa, St. Mary. Head of the St. Mary Police, and this is not my place. Head of the St. Mary Police Division, Superintendent Bobette Morgan Simpson, said intruders wore masks and also spray-painted security cameras, after which they pried open a grill and entered the building. The robbers allegedly removed a vault containing Jamaican and foreign currency. So I never know say Western Union left money at their place at night time. But it brings some calicky when they're locked. So I don't know, like, you understand? When I was at college, I did get one work one time with PA Master one summer. Can they give me a scholarship one time, you know? You understand? Yeah, I was struggling youth and I did perform well like. I did get a scholarship and then pay my tuition. I think I 1 year, you know?
That's
1
nice.
year. And then they give me one work for you summer. See, but I work in the accounting department. I don't know about accounting, I can't even account to myself. But then they give me one work up there. And when I turn in the chart staff, don't have the New Kingston store, and then send me down there.
They send it down there.
And one I turn on Crossroad, one did the near Empire Supermarket, and then send me down there, collect people money, and then send it. Bruh, yo, so I know so I can't deal with people like that. You know. Yo, if people ain't paid me, I learn anything, you know, brother. They must say, yeah, people them they kill me around them, man. I have to learn it fast. But say, every day, you check off, make sure say every receipt, match up every money in our system, and then when it's done, the man then come collect it in the armored vehicle, so I don't know. You understand? It wasn't Western Union, though, it was Paymaster, but I mean a similar thing. I don't know that the money is. And then in my mind, when you go, you get what they call it, a float. So with some change and some good thing to start off your day like. You see it? And me love you cash. That's in the business. So when they send me back up there, when the people they get better, make bar. Me gone back account when me can't account for myself, man. Yeah, sir. Tell you that. Yo. Yeah, man.
$7
So
million good money. Is this a good piece of money that?
7 mil? Hold on. I think that's 7 million. I good money. Well, on the other part there. So now, Archive secure. Morgan Simpson said the building that houses the office for the money transfer service was secured with a grill, security cameras, vault, alarm system, and a security response team. A Hawkeye security team was alerted sometime after 3 a.m. But by they arrived, the intruders had left. Remember what we said the interview the other day? We said, then
Yes,
by time, so brother, I want to just reach us, sir.
For the alarm kick
Then
on.
time them gone with everything that that's two there, brother. Set you up already and then sit there before they reach out there, sir. Very slow. You understand? Meanwhile, the police commander is encouraging business operators to enhance their security arrangement. But mama, them people here
Them
have,
did have everything.
them have grill, them have security camera, them have vault, them have an alarm system, and them have a security response team that don't respond so readily. What else I gotta do? I don't know if they had any security guards there though.
But sir, at night they don't normally have the security. But once the
So
alarm
what?
goes off,
So I'm the security them work at night. How they work? In a sky? No place.
no man. Yes, but like those places don't normally have night security like that, watchman.
It depends. It was on a complex. The complex is you have that. You understand?
And every complex have that.
Well,
That's
which
why
is
I say
true still.
sometimes once the alarm goes off, normally the security company makes a call to whoever the person is that they should contact to find out what's
Right.
happening.
Well, go on.
And it should be rapid response, you know. That's what
Rapid.
it's called.
Right. And that is what they pay for. It's not response to anytime you reach. It's response rapidly. You understand? So, I don't know. But watch this here. Hey man, they know the money in there. You want to look to me like, say, somebody on the inside provide some info around one part. The man, they know exactly what they have to do and they say there. So right now, you have to put up security camera, you have to put them up on some light post so they can climb on. And then go to sit them on JPS using and spike them.
And go up there.
And go to spray them. Yeah, man, them a spray. Yeah, man, them a getting genius and everything. What I mean, I tell you.
Then determine.
The man, they spend so much time trying to perfect criminality.
And determine.
Use that do some good sitting there, man. Oh, bad star. Yo, the amount of time when a man them expend I try to do foolishness, brother. If a man them do that, the man them become very successful business people in a real life, you know. But we continue. Yeah, so I can reach after a man then left here, sir. Meanwhile, the police commander is encouraging business operators to enhance their security arrangements. Be very vigilant of their surroundings. See who might be coming in and into scout out the location. Persons just come in, not buying anything, but just come in looking around. You have to be careful of those persons. Take note of them. Look for any distinguishing marks. She added, a lot of times when these persons go to do these break-ins or robberies, they usually do their homework. Sometimes they have persons inside who are assisting the criminals out there. So business persons have to be very careful of who they employ. But sometimes you don't even know it, brother. You could just employ Miss Jane what she lead the choir on a apostolic Episcopalian church on this, you know. You understand? They don't even know. And then she, boy, so, cause see one of the accusing of the Klansman one damn thing. Then she's a pastor. Based on all things. Yeah, man. I want to tell you, so when they go for lock her up, you know, she beg them sometime because her husband was being ordained at the time, and she begged them sometime for the ceremony. They're not give her.
They lock her up in the ceremony?
Yeah. No, she didn't. She did in her vehicle a fix up floors. And she begged them sometime. She didn't get it still. Time was limited. It was of the essence. Yeah? So they tell us a police, politician and pastor. Big up to him, he good police him still, not do the thing. You understand? Watch what I go around there, so. Yes. So, yeah, we don't have to do no background checks for the people that want to employ, like. So in the last 2 years, Western Union outlets in Portmore, St. Catherine and Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth were also robbed. Ah, boy. Millions stolen from Berryllium couriers. I don't know if stolen is the right word still. You understand? Stolen is a strong word. Yeah, if it's there and you miss it, I can't give you it. It must be stolen. If it is
But
there.
it's not yours to give. If it's not yours to give, then you can't give it. So it's stolen.
No, it was given to you by somebody who was overseeing it.
If it's not yours to give,
you steal it?
give it. Yes.
Why?
It's not yours to give.
Potatoes, yes, sir.
I don't mind to give you. I thief me thief it.
No, we'll go back to the first statement. Me tell you, say, it's stolen and strong, and you say, if it's there and it's not there no more, it's steal it.
It's stolen. Because if it's not yours to give and you give it, it is still stolen.
Say what you want. I don't think stolen is the word we use here. So. And I understand exactly what you're saying, and you are absolutely correct to that.
Somebody give you $5 million to keep. Are they yours to give me or you give me? What you do?
Then I don't say it's not yours to give. Then suppose you just get rich. And you know me is a good you, is a safe keeper.
Whatever.
Think me I get in charge of receiving criminal property around here, so.
Somebody said it was moved.
It was moved.
They moved
instead of stolen. Investigators are probing 2 multi-million-dollar robberies in many days in the Kingston Eastern, and we just talked about the St. Mary one. In the latest incident, detectives are probing a daring. I don't know if it's daring now, you know. There's a word in this. Daring multi-million-dollar daylight robbery.
Yes.
Of a Berryllium limited courier vehicle that reportedly had mechanical difficulties while traversing through, it was a van, through Rollington Town on Wednesday. On Monday, we sent me one already, so I'm going to move on. So now, the cleaner understands that in the Rollington Town incident, sometime after noon on Wednesday, the guards are reportedly pounced upon by men traveling in a motor car while attending to the defective Toyota. Oh, it's a Toyota Pro Box. It wasn't a van. The picture of Mrs. is a van, Mrs. Still. A Toyota Pro Box motor vehicle. More than $20 million was stolen. But we don't know if they armorized the Pro Box. You can't do things to it for armor, you know. That's why it's called an armored vehicle. Is that just a regular taxi Pro Box, miss? But I don't know if they armorized it though. Yeah,
and where the guards are?
Pro Box. Hold on, man. Let me read the story, miss. The incident occurred on Jackson Road. The 4 guards gave statement. 4 guards, gave statement in relation to the heist. So they want to hear what each of them statements said. Berryllium, in a press statement, said it was aware of an incident. They were aware of it, of an incident involving a company vehicle that took place on June 8th. The company said the incident is now the subject of a police investigation. Now, Renee McCallum, a director, declined to comment when contacted. Now, head of the Kingston Eastern Police Division, Superintendent Tommy Lee Chambers, said, told reporters that she was unable to speak at the time. Investigations into the incident are ongoing. Babs G, big up teach them, we're listening. What I go and say, all is well. Big up yourself, you know. First and foremost, I know what you think. We appreciate the support. You understand? And we appreciate the contribution. It's good to see you, sis. You understand? A long time we didn't even link like that, man. Big up yourself, man. You see me? But the other thing, teaching, even if it was a pro box, people transport money had to be on. Then we don't get to that part.
That's what I'm asking.
Scotty asked a question, you know. But then send them me in there. But normally, let me tell you, armored thing work. 3 to 4 of them work. See? So you have a driver. Mm-hmm. If it's a Brinks, you have one man I do this, so you have a pumpy. You understand? You have one man will come out first, then him come out and turn up there, so you have a next man got. So boy, I'm going to ATM, so you going to secure ATM, and one man in the back, brother. You see man in the back? Then the man they will hurt you. Yeah, son. So me don't know. That's why me I say a word in a damn thing and set away. Oh crap. Control his head. Yo, I want me just know if we can fix this back. Fix.
How you get the firm? We up there.
Hold on there. You can't fix, man.
I like that fear.
I told me not lucky.
Yeah, you see?
Me not lucky like him and them, Jaja.
That's what I like you. No. There are quite a few little things that I would like to know, quite a few little details that I would love to hear. You know, that what Finnar asked. You know, were they armed? Was the car armored as you said? Before I know who have the gun. What happened? It's still now.
In a balance, you know. No man, it's still not ready. Think I hit that so. Me lock, you know. Lock.
Do that.
Move back the things.
Where that you look? I want to pump you and say, look.
Still has one red edge over there. Some all over and plug. Alright, I'm going to come off of that one and let me see. Boom. Alright, yeah. So that one there. Make sure it's locked.
Pump you doing that.
Never fix that. I'm plug two wall. Alright, so watch this now. Watch this now. We're not doing anything now. I'm sitting there. It's over there. Bomba, that's so far down. You see this gun. Everything mash up one time. To me, I laugh after I'm on the middle. Watch it out.
I guess.
You understand? Hold on. Don't everybody laugh after me. I wear a story there. Alright. So watch it now. Berryllium, security guards run leaving cash inside the vehicle. So investigators have revealed that the Berryllium security guards, I wonder if Berryllium will get more work after this though. Security guards who were held up on Wednesday by a gunman in Monday, good as insured. By a gunman in East Kingston ran leaving the cash inside the vehicle. So the gunmen sold $22 million in the heist on Jackson Road in Rollington Town. So it was reported that about midday the guards stopped to carry out repairs on the vehicle which belongs to Berryllium. When another vehicle drove up and two men alighted with guns. The guards told investigators that they ran in different directions. The gunmen took the money. You understand? That is the word. You understand? The gunmen took the money and escaped. The 4 guards were not armed. No.
Hold on. The 4 guards were not. Which one of the armed though?
The 4 guards were not. Yeah, they were not armed. Yeah, man. No arm came to them. HARMED. I don't know, not necessarily. I would assume so. That they were ARMED. The man run a different direction of death. 4 of them, north, east, south, and west.
They run to me now.
From the north to south, east to west, Berryllium security guards are the best.
That commercial then.
Twiggy.
Okay.
Unharmed or unharmed?
I wasn't there.
HARMED Richie. Brother, I'm not even get to really follow up the story. Like I said, But just laugh but smile and wave, boys.
Funny.
Smile and wave like a Madagascar. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. When me read it, I
Yeah, like,
formulate a few opinion.
what?
Like say, I don't know. You understand? I must some rocket launcher, two gunman them hold them up with brother. So them say, oh, then the man the gun big enough for we. We just run left this.
Oh, teacher, the car had issues, right?
And then I call for backup to come and support them like
And the vehicle had transport so much money.
$20 million. Might as well let me give me your money for carry.
Nobody would have done
Nobody want to rob us. Me I tell her. The money would have saved.
Teacher, we don't have to scan and bag of string and rope red. What do you do, man? If you give me a 5,000 note, make it worse.
Scotty,
How did I know so man, teacher?
$20 million on the money now. And I like as a regular, you know, a Chinese man, they used to carry their money by themselves and then rob them and shut them up and sitting. And then like a two businessman that carry money in a brother. A 4 security guard, brother. In a one pro box.
I don't know. 22 million is a lot of money.
How was that? 6? 22 divided by 6.
Oh, you can cut.
I don't know. I say, I wonder if thing go. Cause I know I am. I know. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Yes, that. I want me to tell you, if I was the owner of that money, you know, I told them I want it back, you know.
Oh man, they want to get their money quicker.
Today.
I'm more than likely that money might be insured. So.
First thing, right now, me I work with the people that I know yes, Guardsman and Brinks.
But guardsman is them.
Is
You say
Berryllium?
them? Yeah man,
And
I
them
say
change
no,
your
because
name
of
to
the
the-
transition. I think so. Don't
I saw
look.
you go.
Look man,
Me
I'm
even remember.
almost sure that is the transition.
Yeah, Finnar, me know man, me know, but insurance take a long time, brother. You ever have to deal with insurance yet, sir?
Finnar, was it guardsman that came over to Berryllium? But I think so man, that's the rebranding, I think. Archive still is archive. Yeah man, see somebody Finnar say yes, it's them. Yeah man, it's
Hold
them.
on there,
That's the rebranding.
Miss Grace Ava, good night everybody. I just check in for a few minutes because it's been a while. It's been a rough couple of weeks. I mean, funeral after funeral, having one tomorrow. Oh, that gems. Okay. Empress Grace, good night. I didn't see it in I want to comment Mr. Rebellious Boutique. It's like a message sending your strength. Yeah, man. Yeah, I am so sorry to hear that, Lady Abel. I trust that you will find the strength to pull through. I don't know the details, but that's fine. Just go and fight it and we'll talk. Guardsman bought out Brings Jamaica Limited. Okay.
And then guardsman rebranded as
Berryllium. Okay. But you know what, one Scotty?
Yeah, I saw it. I think I saw it because on thingy when they had the rebranding. I think it was a nice girl.
Oh, Adrian said.
Found out the thing.
Oh, Adrian say yes, teach. It's Guardsman that changed
Yeah,
to
man.
Berryllium. Okay, cool. Scotty, a shot, man.
No watch because something there. I think Terry Carl was the one that did the whole
Okay.
ceremony. Yes.
DJ
I follow
Atkinson.
her, so I saw
Sorry.
it.
Okay, so police station was nearby. Look at the map. But you say that to say what, bro? The police ain't good as they even know what I'm going. You understand? Darian Thomas, father. Oh, watch out. 4 mechanics. Almost 4 mechanics. That 4 security guard. Jaja. Why? He look away still. And I say the man them do nothing, you know. But I say he look away. I don't know about stolen. But you say if it is not yours to give, it's stolen.
Still that way. So the money was stolen and they ran in 4 different
North, east, south and west.
directions. I'm glad no harm came to them. Whether they were armed or not. But that one here.
Speaking about security guard. Say that again. They were broke.
No, I'm
for
reading
3
out
hours
something.
according to the news. Oh, yeah, they could have asked. Oh, that's what you mean, bro. Okay, cool. Me get what you ask. I understand the angle where you deal with that from. You understand? True, me know say in Jamaica, you always hear, oh, it was near to a police station. Like the police end out, sit down on the place and look. You understand?
Exactly.
So, me think of that angle you take it from. Okay, Finna, big up yourself. Or maybe they knew and stayed inside as instructed. Okay.
Move on.
Alright, yeah. I don't know either, yeah.
Right along, yeah.
More charges laid against security guard in Scotia ABM explosion.
Are you all your friend now?
Yeah, but a man who got what one say he might try to get back in girl.
If you charge you, be a man too.
Yo, but my police there look for him.
So
But I'm a fool.
need a charge.
Yeah, I just said I know say squaddy you are go on. You know, safe, you know. Yeah, I mean I want to do things, you know, brother. You can't walk back way, you know. So you have to allow me, you know, squaddy.
I don't walk a ball,
That
mate.
day I tell you. Me a overman, me not run for no put me and say, yo, squaddy, between me and you.
You
It's
make
not
a
a
ball like
violent man,
that.
squaddy, but me I want you to love me, you know, bro. You know, safe about you, you know. Yes. Me a overman and me run up and down from. No. Police have run up and down from me. You hear about me? Then I big it overman over so. Yeah, man, I don't know him. You see me? But yeah, I'm serious together. I don't you foolishness. Reporters have been informed that additional charges have been laid against the security guard accused of stealing more than $30 million from Scotiabank automated banking machines, ABM, in Port man, and no monkey money, you want them a thief, you know? You understand?
I only for money too.
Calvin Hill, a man thief $1 million for each year of life. 31, he not get none for 31 birthday still at 30 mil. Yeah, so
Birthday
Calvin Hill,
present, give nothing.
he not get that one yet. Yeah, so his birthday never reach yet. Picture, big up yourself. So Calvin Hill, 31, was charged on Wednesday with 4 counts of larceny as a servant and several counts of falsification of accounts. Mr. Hill was injured during an explosion at the 2 ABMs. The old man couldn't protect him from the injury. On the morning of April 23. Investigators are alleging that from December 2021 to April this year, Mr. Hill, who was employed as treasury officer at Berryllium Security Company, we spread out, they need spread out. Jaja. Yo, remind me, say me look at security company, me feel over Berryllium about that for time being here.
No man, Berryllium a good security.
But this is the
No man. Oh gosh. Man.
30 million, 20 million, this a million, that a million. We say a good company. Alright.
You don't want a job.
Eh? No.
You don't want a job for that pro.
I'm in our pro box here.
You don't have to make them get 22. Take 10
Eh?
and come.
Just take 10 and come.
No, I appreciate it.
So, Berryllium is there are many black eyes businesses there. So, black eyed peas.
Them have to go clean up. It look.
So he was treasury officer at Berryllium Security Company. He stole allegedly $30 million and US $10,000 from the ABM. So about 31, me tell us a man give $1 million for each year, brother. And life. Mr. Hill was responsible for loading the machines with cash. Man, I load something else. Who is accused of loading the machines with cash is accused of manipulating the ABMs during the alleged racket. The guard is also charged with arson. What is counting house breaking? What the hell that? And creating public mischief. Well, counting house breaking. I first made about that. Berryllium needs to do more stringent screening of background checks than these who seek to work with it. I wonder if before man them might keep them job like.
What do you mean?
Man I run north, south, east and west. Let's see.
Yeah, next.
Sure. Okay, move on. 15-year-old school girl and man arrested after illegal gun seizing Kingston. Yeah, man, you scroll go down look at it.
Oh, there was no man arrested too. I
A
didn't see that.
15-year-old schoolgirl and a man were taken into custody on Monday after the police recovered an illegal gun. So the police say they are to be questioned and later charged. It is reported that the personnel attached to the Joint Anti-Gang Task Force were conducting an operation in the Kingston Eastern Division on Monday afternoon when a Toyota Wish motor car was signaled to stop at the intersection of Windward Road and Mountain View Avenue. The driver complied. The police say a man fled from the vehicle and managed to elude them in nearby bushes. That's not the destiny, I'm just saying. However, the police held on to the driver and the 15-year-old schoolgirl. The vehicle and both occupants were searched, and a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 11 rounds of ammunition was found, according to the police. I think I saw another article that said it was found on the schoolgirl. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw an article that said that. I'm just not sure where I saw it. Like it was said, like
So,
it said it was
now-
found in her bag.
Oh. I don't know. Probably they feel like they want to search a girl. I don't know.
I don't know. But this article says something different.
King Irie, big up yourself. Sometimes with the article them, because different news outlets will publish at different times. So sometimes the one that publish first will get the whole info, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So you read the same story in a 3 different article and a 3 different story, like you have to just know say the same story I read both.
Yeah, DeAndre. That's what I saw to DeAndre. Say in her book bag. That's what I
Right,
saw.
so that me glimpse to
first
DeAndre, that me I said, but the article I never mention it.
And it actually say a 9 and 9 live rounds. That's what that article said.
Well, she's very careless. But we don't want to say, well, you know what? Look, you leave well alone and see how it goes. Did they put the gun in her bag, hoping she would not be searched?
I know, Rosie.
Yes, teach. The stories from the media don't corroborate at all. Yeah, because you know, different people I work with different sources, and sometimes they have different agendas, you know, bro. That is the next thing. You see the media thing, yeah?
And presenting a different angle. That's true.
Remember me tell
Everybody
you,
have
brother,
an agenda that they work in
Tell you
according
that.
to.
the security soldier, the Asian Prime Minister security thief. In her bag, they said in one paper.
Oh.
Yes, sneaks. Now, Clarendon teacher held after 14-year-old girl found at his home gets $2 million bail. The Clarendon teacher who was arrested after a 14-year-old girl who had been missing was found at his home has been granted. David Osborne, 34 years old, was offered bail last Friday and was ordered to return to the Lionel Town Parish Court in Clarendon on July 21st. He's charged with sexual grooming, abduction of a person under 16, having sexual intercourse with a person under the age of 16, and grievous sexual assault.
4.
The offences allegedly took place between 2019 and 2022. So hold on, so I could do the maths now. Whoa.
Hold on, 2019. Oh,
and
what should it?
she has 14 now.
Huh.
So are we? Is the article suggesting that it is the same child?
Girl. Mm-hmm.
So that would be from she 11,
11.
10, 11.
Oh, this is a case that you could look at and don't rent in bail.
On May 19 this year, the girl left her home and did not return. It is reported that on May 21st, the girl was found at Osborne's home in Clarendon and he was arrested and charged. His attorney, Dwight Reese, in applying for bail, told the judge that there was no risk that could not be managed. The senior parish judge, Delia Findlay, in granting bail, a female at that, ordered that Osborne should live outside of Clarendon. He was also ordered not to have any contact with the complainant. Jaja. Wow.
Asburn, you know watch the news.
Just wow. Eh?
You know watch news.
Oh, now watch the news. I'm watch
You mean
man,
subscribe to teach them, you mean I see say it not go on and
Eh, but you see,
Right,
no
if
man,
they are
man can't get catch man. I tell you the thing set up, brother. Go, boy, I mean tell you. Police identify suspects in Tarspen quadruple murder. So 2 male suspects have been identified by the police in Sunday night. So this was after we finished streaming Sunday. In Sunday night's drive-by shooting in Tarspen, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, So Police Commissioner
Hello.
Major General
Yes.
Anthony Anderson disclosed that they were previously charged with murder. Huh. 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 He also informed that one was reporting on bail while the other absconded bail. Anderson, who was speaking with the press, said the shooting was linked to an ongoing gang conflict. So the police reported at about 7:30 p.m. men were along the roadway when they were pounced upon by armed men who opened the gunfire. The attackers then fled. The police were alerted, and on their arrival, 5 men were taken to hospital, where 4 were pronounced dead and the 5th admitted in stable condition. Now, let us go back to hold on, Rosie, there's a sex offenders registry in Jamaica, you know. There's one, man. There is one. I don't remember how long it became a thing, but I think there is one. I know there is one. I think so. I'll double check it, but I think there is one. Because I know of a case recently where the convict was made to register that I was part of his conviction as a sex offender. So it's there, it's here. As to whether or not it is made public, that's another thing. I'm not sure, but it is here. Guys, when I use certain words like rape and stuff, I know you're not using it in a bad way, but YouTube will flag it because you know them all ting. So yeah. So certain words, it's not anybody I withhold your comment. It's just that YouTube flags certain words. All right. And thing. Right. So let me speak about this now. This is what I try to wrap my head around. These 2 suspects are persons of interest in the Tarspen situation. Listen carefully. It says both of them. Listen. The CP, Commissioner of Police, disclosed that they were previously charged with murder. So both the suspects in this case were charged with murder before. One of the suspects has been reporting on condition of his bail, while the other absconded bail. So here we go again with the whole Bail Act situation. So there will be people who will now contend that if these men were denied bail, they wouldn't. So whilst it is alleged that they were the triggermen behind this quadruple murder, then this wouldn't happen because they would have been in incarceration pending trial, because both of them were actually arrested and charged with murder before and granted bail. One absconded bail and one was reporting on condition of his bail. So here is the discussion again about the new proposed Bail Act. So there is that. So I'll put that out there. Castration doesn't stop him from getting an erection. Charles Scott. See? And thing. Or YouTube I'll flag castration. Or probably an erection them flag, you know. You understand? If I see the comments and you know we can push them through, we push them through. I can do that. I think the moderators can do that as well. And thing. I need to add some new moderators, you know.
I will get castrated.
No, Charles is saying that, no, they are saying to castrate the teacher, but they are saying, some people are saying castration won't prevent him from having an erection.
Mm-hmm. It just
So
okay.
Right, so, yeah. No, funny enough, we're having a conversation. Sir Charles, you never need to delete the comment, and the comment was perfectly alright, man. It's just that YouTube flag, you know, certain little words as me I explained before. Oh, your back, sis. Let me see you look. Oh, you look good. Yeah, son. And thing. And the one there problem one? Yeah, the one there problem. And thing. So, we were speaking about unmarked police vehicles the last stream, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So, apparently there has been some complaints about same and thing. Changes coming in use of unmarked police vehicles. So changes are coming to the protocol governing the use of private vehicles by the police while carrying out operations in the wake of safety concerns. Now, police commissioner said on Thursday promised to act on complaints from members of the public. Now, earlier in the week, residents of Railway Lane in Tarspen, St. Catherine, said the use of private vehicles by the police poses a risk to public safety. Following a quadruple killing in the area on Sunday, The residents said they were caught off guard after gunmen drove into the lane and identified themselves as police. In response to the concern, General Anderson, who toured Railway Lane on Thursday, said the police will make operational changes. While he was tight-lipped on the specifics, he noted that the use of unmarked vehicle plays an important role in police operations. I agree with that. So, different tactics would have to be implemented to differentiate the police from the criminals. Residents of Railway Lane had blocked the entrance to the community to prevent further attacks by gunmen following Sunday's quadruple killing. And a resident of the community said that children have not been able to go to school since the shooting. The gunman still a drive road in a place. And them have whole heap of different vehicle. And them still a use fake page and text. And I said them a come back for the rest of the youth them in the lane. So in lane can't pull cause I saw alone we feel safe, said the resident. And thing. Oh, as I read this, there's the new talk is the man them body, you use just the letter E. Has that started creeping into your students' writing?
No.
Okay.
I don't know that.
Okay.
The latest me know is normal alive.
Right, me not talk about Islam. Me not talk about some of the things normally creep into, especially the short form texting. Them are right and they're supposed to write or,
and then just write their letter.
And then write just R. You understand what I say? So all them little things say, boy, rough. Social media, brother. No, there was a suggestion by former mayor of Montego Bay, Homer Davis. He's now MP for one place around one part, that there should be some summit held between criminals and security forces to try to get a hold on the crime. And it has not gone over well, to say the least. So, I don't negotiate with criminals. Changs rejects State Minister's Criminal Summit suggestion. So, National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang has rejected a suggestion by State Minister Homer Davis for a summit between police and gangs in St. James as a means of curbing crime. Dr. Chang, who is also the country's Deputy Prime Minister, shut down the suggestion while on a tour of the Criminal Records Office. Oh, there's a criminal records. I remember you sent me that article. Chang says he will not negotiate with killers. Homer Davis, who is MP for Southern St. James, made the suggestion amid rampant murders and violent crimes in the parish. There have been 104 murders in St. James since the start of the year. He has been supported in the call by Justice Minister Delroy Chuck. Oh, so Chuck off on it. Dr. Chang says while Davis is entitled to his opinion, the position will not become official policy of the government. A man say you need a crime summit. You get all of the gangsters them together with the police and them talk about the situation. What them want, what them want fight for, this, that, and how you
what are your views on that?
What them want. Me? Let me not agree with that. I mean, community policing is important, but that is beyond community policing. That is like you call a truce between Russia and Ukraine now and sit them down together. I don't know. I don't agree with that. In how it was shared. There is scope for all different methods in policing, But the one there is kind of way out. You understand? What's your views? Yeah, bother me.
No, bother you. But I could do. So we don't say, me know you are a bad man, and me know you are a good man, and me know you are the thing, and me as the police and tell us, alright, oh, Patrick, with me, you sit down and talk, and you tell me what you're
I could go down a plantation smokehouse, go have lunch.
Unless I plan for trick you when you come over and pay.
I could go on a ribis, go have something to eat.
Awesome, I can't, me not like it. Me not like that one. Me personally not like that one.
Stepping down. Alleged King Valley gangster Tupac killed in Grangeville. Now this story, you see, this is the story of all stories. Chang should preach what he practice. Chang should practice what he preaches. I'm almost sure that it was. It has been tried by a number of countries and has failed. El Salvador is an example. Yeah, man, I know of the El Salvador situation there. I did some reading. After Omar said that, I did see if that has worked anywhere.
Anywhere.
Right, I haven't seen
And
it.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, so what I said? So if we negotiate, so you are so powerful that we need to sit at the table with you and okay, King Arthur and Prince Valiant. No, so King Valley gangster Tupac killed in Green Jail. Now listen to that story, Scotty. Watch that style. Copeland Sankey, otherwise called Tupac, one of 6 alleged members of the Westmoreland-based King Valley gang who were freed of gang charges in July of 2020. Remember, I was telling people that precedence is there for the London Klansman trial with acquittal with Kings Valley and Newshens Wilson. So he was one of those men. He was one of the 6 that was freed in that.
Oh, boy.
Right? Now watch out. Me tell us, man, remember my brother was saying, man, I left the country. This man actually then left to and go sort out himself. You understand? So he was one of 6 alleged members of the Westmoreland-based Kings Valley gang who were freed of gang charges in July of 2020. He was on Tuesday morning shot and killed in Granger in the parish. Now watch his style here. According to information reaching reporters, Sankey, supposedly a farmer, and the 2 others were amongst a group of armed men aboard a motor car in the Crowder community, what was that pronounced, in search of a man known as Big Youth. Long time I look for Big Youth, but no, that is a Big Youth. You understand? In search of a man known as Big Youth after 5 in the morning. Yeah, watch his style. According to sources, upon reaching the Crowder community, the men kicked open the door to a dwelling in search of their rival but did not find him. Go on, watch his style, watch his style. In traveling along a Canefield road on the way from the Crowder community, the vehicle with Sankey aboard was ambushed by a group of armed men who opened fire and a shootout ensued. The driver of the vehicle with Sankey, who was injured in the shooting, sped away to the Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital, where Sankey was pronounced dead upon arrival at 6:01 a.m. A search of Sankey's person was conducted where 18 live 9mm rounds and 14 live 5.56 cartridges were found. A subsequent search was then conducted of the motor car and one black 9mm pistol with an empty magazine was found. The 2 men who were aboard the vehicle with Sankey were also shot and injured in the melee. They have been arrested on reasonable suspicion of illegal possession of firearm and placed under police guard. They never find a gun pan. You remember the question you asked me earlier?
Yeah.
Alright.
Now.
Tupac, along with 5 others, had been charged in an indictment containing 11 counts on suspicion of being part of a criminal organization, providing benefits to a criminal organization, and conspiring to commit murder, rape, and robbery with aggravation from as early as 2013. The men had been in custody since October of 2018 but were freed after trial judge Chief Justice Brian Sykes declared them not guilty, citing an absence of support for evidence given by the star prosecution witness as a huge deciding factor. The star witness, over several days at the start of the trial in January, when he testified via live video link from an undisclosed location, told the court that the alleged gang members, including himself, were involved in the deadly lottery scamming scheme, committed murders and rapes in the course of robberies, and were also murderers for hire. Crap. So something you know, if I search it, as we said that.
Wow.
All right. There's man a charge up to $15,000 for contract killings. The article, but I don't know. I forgot search her. You have your phone in your hand? Oh, you probably watch the stream. All right, we can see. As in, I look on the comments. It's all right. Me look for. Right. And we're also murderers for hire. The witness said he had, in 2018, handed himself over to the police and decided to give evidence against them after they killed 7 of his own family members, including his father, aunt, 2 uncles, a cousin, his sister, and an in-law in seeking to pull him out of hiding.
So they want to kill them whole family.
And you know, look, them a look for him. You know, see. And then if you can't catch Quark, you catch him shot.
Mighty
Pants.
God.
Three days ago, alright, yes. 2 days ago. So, listen to the article here. So, I talk about contract killing. If I read it on my phone, you know, it's small, so probably go back to the days when I say I can't read.
When you can't read.
Yeah, man. $15,000 for a life. Police will be going after contract killers who have been approaching people in conflict and offering to take a life for as little as $15,000. So me and you have a beef going. A man called Link and say, yo, just give me 15 grand. I'm rob him out for you. 15 grand in a family. Watch it. This is something we are seeing more and more of. We now have more young men with access to high-powered weapons and ill-gotten gains. From scamming, they are more than willing to kill people. Citizens who have been in conflict have been immediately approached by some of these people, offering their services, the commissioner told a press conference. In some communities, as quickly as you and your family member have an argument about deadlift, you can expect someone to approach you and offer to deal with that thing for you. Targeting contract killers and the people who hire them will become a big part of the murder reduction strategy of the JCF, the commissioner said, as part of the strategy to achieve a drop in murders. So from January 1 to June 6, the police recorded 634 murders, which is 32 more than the corresponding period in 2021. So the murder rate continues to climb, eh? It is these contract killings, the police chief said, that have been pushing up the country's murder toll. In addition, he pointed to an increase in the interpersonal conflicts resulting in murders. In places like St. Mary, murder is up. When we examine the attribution, we are seeing a significant number of interpersonal conflicts representing over 50% of all murders. Some of these conflicts involved a quarrel over a parking space that ended up in a murder, the commissioner said. And a lot of domestic violence were another part. Anderson is, however, optimistic that there will be a drop in the number of murders. Well, we expect that we will be seeing a gradual downward trend, and if this continues, we should finish this quarter at the end of June somewhat lower than we are now with respect to last year. Now, in the meantime, Anderson said that in the first 7 days of June, the police seized 27 firearms. Hey, we're not getting to that. We're not talking about the country. But big up to the firearms. See, I'm read that because that's important still. So they seized 27 firearms in the first week of June. Between January 1 and May 31st, a total of 320 illegal guns were also removed from the streets, which accounts for 6 more guns seized than the corresponding period last year. They also seized 6,380 rounds of ammunition. It's a lot of rounds at the moment. During that period, compared to the 4,483 seized for the corresponding period last year. So, but practically almost 2,000 more rounds comparatively to the same period last year. So 15 grand, family. 15 grand.
You get, and that's it.
Yep, and the man, they now wait for you to link them, you know. The man, they just want to know so you have a conflict with somebody. The man, they can offer their service, family.
Hey, the way you teach have a look at thing and go on. 15 and we get to them too.
It's about this brother, you know, Tupac. The man...
Tupac should have do like when man you say.
Tupac should enter in bed and sleep. Tupac now have a girl. Can't watch it right. You see that time in the morning, like between 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock when they call. Hook up your girl, man. Yeah, then time in the morning, they're nice. So hook up. Like, Tupac never get look spooning like. And man look a spoon.
Tupac never want no spooning, boy.
A man never be a local spoon at that time of morning when they call.
I don't know what you're talking
You just stay at one place, because a place call. You don't even want to move from your warm spot in the brother. That me and tell you. Yo, a man them a talk about, and all I man them say them a gallus and they love woman and before you there bed with your woman brother. Pan your warm in your warm spot this side, pan your side like. You understand? A man then gone out the road and a car with a bag of man gonna look for man.
In a night call.
In a night joke. You understand? I mean I tell you boy, yeah, him a dead different Rasta George. Teach, do you know extortion start? No, I wasn't there, no sir. How it start? 3 men arrested and three guns seized after downtown Kingston shooting. So the police arrested 3 men and seized 3 guns following a shootout on Orange Street in downtown Kingston one of them evening. So the Metro Quick Response Unit assigned to the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, PSTEP, arrested the men. A statement from the JCF said. So it said the team of officers were on patrol in the shopping district when they responded to explosions in the area. After an exchange of gunfire, 1 man was arrested at the scene and the 3 firearms along with a quantity of ammunition seized. 2 of the men later turned up at hospital with gunshot wounds. I will try my best not to get into any qualms with anyone and so to avoid being victim. Boy, Father Yejan,
You can
it's
try.
rough, brother. But you have to try, cause and sometimes you not even have to, boy, you don't even know.
But sometimes are some little things where you say, me not count that as me and you having no beef.
Boy. But hold on. Let me clarify something here. So sleep or for dead. Me just see the comment. More. Alright, so Nell, no. I'm not speaking specifically about Tupac. I'm speaking about these men who out the road that do foolishness. Fam, calm down. And just listen with some understanding. I am not speaking specific. I know I was referring to that story, but it's a general thing. I am saying, all the man them say them love woman family. And they left their woman at their yard, pack up in a car, can drive up and down with man and look for man. That is the point I was making when I say him specifically. It was just a general statement. So calm down, man. Pull your collar a little bit and let out some of my steam, bro. You're not so serious. You understand? Yeah, man. Teach you the story about 5-man burger and the homeless man. Alright, so whilst I was scripting for this, I saw it and I said I would discuss it on Sunday evening. Smiley, how you doing, Empress? Pick up yourself, you know. Yeah, man, I appreciate the support. You see me? Yes, man. So, yeah. So, you know, out west is the Wild Wild West. They said that they're creating a tactical team to treat with the violence out there. So the CP, Commissioner Anderson, says a specialized team of police officers are being trained to undertake key security operations in the troubled police divisions in Western Jamaica. So Anderson made the disclosure recently. There are 60 members currently under advanced tactical training ahead of being deployed to Area 1. This will significantly boost our capacity to respond to the challenges. In order to counter criminal activity, we require highly trained, highly mobile, tactical police to operate in many of our urban spaces. We are recruiting more of this type of officers, he continued. Now, driven by the drugs and guns trade and the multi-million-dollar lottery scam scheme, St. James, Hanover, Westmoreland and Trelawney have combined to become one of the leading crime-producing regions in Jamaica. Good Trelawney, you know? You understand me? I said, defying efforts of the security forces to arrest the problem. But one of the problems with Trelawney, you know, when they are declared SOEs and ZOZOs in some of those communities out west, many of the criminals migrated and carry them foolishness back at them. You understand what I say? So that's a part of the problem. You see me? It's rough like. Migrating criminals is a thing. And thing. I'm sure I would know. Yes. I've combined to become one of the leading crime-producing regions in Jamaica. We said that already. So Commissioner Anderson said plans are also advanced for Hanover, Westmoreland and Trelawney to join St. James with a quick response team. And these things. Okay. That is so. Anti.
Fingernail like your man polish.
Don't do that, miss. With the
What's that
bright self.
man?
Should I camera focus? So that them not
I'm
even
just
focus.
asking. I'm
With
just
the bright
asking.
self. My
Yeah,
fingernail
see the
and my
focus there. See the
nice
focus
fingernail
there.
and
See the focus there.
yeah,
I'm
son.
just, I can't ask any question.
My nice fingers and miss. No, don't do
I'm
it.
just
Don't do it.
asking.
Don't do that. You're rude.
Alright, my apologies.
Yeah, man, you should apologize.
I
Man.
won't allow anybody to tell me to apologize. So I apologize.
Yeah, I apologize. But you should apologize, man. You're rude. Auntie, alright. So what you know? What would they run at the party? What, 11 o'clock in the morning?
11 o'clock.
So yo, if I see some of them things if you have.
Put them in a
So them, but there's something more. A couple things that I have to talk about before we leave still.
Couple?
Yeah, man. Me say couple. You understand me I say?
Couple mean
The
what?
work is not done until the work is done. Oh, I this
School of a time when you over.
School of a time when you over.
Yes, school around 24/7.
Okay.
You have to over, don't you?
Yeah, right. Okay. No festival song winner this year as contest misses the beat. You hear about this?
Yeah, so Freddie, there was an article in the
he was one of the judges for the listening thing.
Yeah, see my different sister box.
Yeah, because he must say, yo, I will look at things. He must say, yo, the quality of the songs. He must say, just one song. Makes sense. Yeah.
And I should get one song for you now.
And just wait. No.
Same speed.
But he's saying that something missing in all of the songs. Some songs, they are well written, but the vocals poor. Because I must say, some man feels say, because you write the song, you have to sing it. Well, I must say, no, that is why you have writers, you have DJs, you have singers, you have players of instruments. Everybody have them. You understand what I say? And not because the song written well means say the rhythm make feet or the voice make feet and then so them something them do that say.
But when we interview our little man around here, so him not say him enter already with
our little man?
Right? You know me,
No.
Cheerio, baby.
I think you're referring to Mr. Eric Donaldson. I don't know which our little man you're rude. You're being very rude tonight, you know.
My apologies.
Yeah,
my
man.
apologies.
You're being very rude tonight.
When we interviewed Cheerio, baby.
Yeah.
I thought he said that I think he would have said that he entered already with song that somebody else wrote. So
right. Couple of the songs them well of people write them. But you understand? So once a highlight of independent celebrations, the song competition has long lost its luster, falling off the tongues of the public with waning interest. The festival song competition, a decades-long staple of Jamaica's annual independence celebration, I feel like I read that already, has been scrubbed from the plethora of activities for the 60th anniversary milestone. Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports, Olivia Grange, told the country on Wednesday that she was disappointed that the competition would not be held because the entries were substandard. Grange made the announcement in Parliament on Tuesday while making her contribution to the 2022-2023 sectoral debate. She also announced a raft of activities to celebrate Jamaica's, another part we talk about the festival part, I think, explaining why she had to pull the plug on the festival song competition. Grange said that the panel that selects finalists for the annual event advised her that they were unable to choose 10 suitable songs from among the entries despite extending the deadline. Wow. The ministry received 123 entries, which is fewer than the number submitted in the previous year, so the numbers are declined. Green said that the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission will refund all entry fees. At the same time, the minister has instructed that the JCDC ramp up the festival song workshops over the next 12 months to ensure that the competition returns next year without standing entries. This disappointment comes after a period of tremendous growth for the Jamaica Festival Song Competition. I'm not sure about that neither, still, which has seen the finalists in each of the last 2 years appearing on several music streaming service across the world, and for the first time earning royalties from the JCDC competition. But the quality of the songs really in the last not so long. Alright, one of the things is that yes, if I change it to a popular song competition and that festival song competition, it things that water
down.
Yeah, man. You see, so that are the first thing, and boy, I don't even know. See, look like a man who does answer and chopping song for festival song, yes. I don't even know.
The wicked.
You don't know them song they alone, the man never write these days, brother.
No chopping song for festival.
Every 10 song release, 9 of them are chopping song. I know well, chopping and then fast becoming behind that is Molly songs. Those songs are becoming very, very prevalent. And let me tell you why. Because it's true, the Molly is a trending topic. The man them just a jump on it, you know, brother. Forgetting all rights and all responsibilities, you know, but you know the thing I teach, take time, losing everything. I wonder if in 10 years that Miss Jamaica will be, boy, you know, Father Scott is a very, boy, I couldn't say many things, Scotty Biscuit, that we grew up on is dying a natural death.
Yeah, turning same.
They are dying a natural death. You understand? Many things. See? Like, for example, when last you eat piece of dukono, like?
I got it, but I didn't eat it.
Okay, but
the Mother's Day when we go country, I think.
Okay, when last you eat one good chops or greater cake or gizzard?
Long time. Mm-hmm. You know, I make them more peanut cake.
Don't everybody with that.
You know, I make them more peanut cake, my friend.
Soon. You be the blue banana leaf. Yeah, man, blue jars, something there, man. You understand? I miss my granny blue jars as loving there said.
Loving there.
Yeah, man. Why I don't know?
But it's sad though, because after 120 they couldn't find 10.
Hell at the top, hell at bottom. Hallelujah, amigo. Potato pudding.
Potato pudding.
Yeah, but who teach you look a girl and crush her these days, and so.
I can't crush it.
You can't crush it. So Grandma Polly never teach her to crush it?
She try.
Okay, big up Grandma Polly.
And the one where you have the nail on the board and then you run it.
Right.
She try
with that too. You know
never
where? You can sew?
Yeah, man, you can sew.
You can sew?
Yeah, man, you can do the sewing. I can do the cooking.
You know look at Anan's story?
Yeah, man, 1 and 2.
Okay. So you catch look like you can pass it though. I know
Yeah,
look a proverb and then sitting there.
Yes.
Watch her.
Too many cooks.
Yes. You see the transfer of tradition in this country and culture. Brother.
It's dead.
It is dying a natural death, Mr. Miss.
It is dead. What did I ask my ASETA student? If they knew, like real outside kitchen.
Right.
With pot
wood
on
fire,
fireside.
Crang and then sitting there.
You don't know. A couple of them know about cold pot and something. But they don't know outside kitchen. They don't know. They never know.
Brother.
But as you said, the culture.
Not long from now, many of the things that we know to be culturally exotic to us will die a natural
I mean, but the other day when we have Jamaica Day, like, I was in the dome serving. Them are no run down. Them are no run down. Couple of them, and the very few that knew it was from their grandmother. So those are the ones who might come from country and grandmother country and them say, Miss, yeah man, we go country.
And they must spend a day with them granny.
Yes. So those, but majority of them. So one time I just give everybody a sample.
Yeah, spread the culture, sis.
Yeah, they don't know. I'm just give everybody a sample.
Yeah, man.
Get a
But
look up
sis,
spoon or everybody get a spoon
on
and
a
a
serious
taste it.
note, with the advent of social media, with the advent of TV raising children,
No, man,
brother,
I like on the YouTube.
remember me tell you, say, yo, the culture is dying a natural death.
And sir, even small eye, even things such as cassava, dasheen, them not
there's
know
something
them.
there.
No, they don't know them. When I tell them, the closest that relate cassava, if they say, yeah, man, I eat me bame.
Then we make that link there.
Yes, but dasheen, them not know dasheen. Sir. I
Well,
tell them about dasheen and steamed fish. They must say, Miss dasheen and what that. And some of them out there that tell us, say, only rice alone cook and then yeah. Then cook rice every day, Jesus sends.
rice alone cook at them place.
Them not do banana and yam and pork and dasheen and them not do those stuff.
One time, your granny a teach you for bake.
Mm-hmm.
One brother, you know me no know.
Wash, clean, everything.
Me catch the client, me give thanks.
Becoming a one good look of space.
Me catch your last
Me
part.
get some right.
Cause I say,
Me get
brother,
some right. I got some of it, sir.
yeah, some of you them tell me, go catch up on wood fire, whole community burn down, you know.
Teacher,
And that if they can light the fire, you know.
Alright, now I'm going to tell you, it's a weakness of mine.
You can't light fire.
He would fire beat me like
As
I said.
a farmer girlfriend
But
in
hold
time.
on, man. He would fire bad and not too bad. If you want to beat me like I said, send me
Cool.
a bitch cool. I chose every curse in that and strike every speaker batches in that.
Me I forgot boss. Anytime we a jerk again,
No,
me I make sure you do it with me a light.
Auntie girl show me a little thing. You see the egg tray?
Right.
Yeah, man, she tear it up and
Right.
and
That
up
you have different things I use,
Yeah,
man.
man. But
Anytime we a jerk again,
teacher, me a shock it done by one girl and a cursing and in a cold stove already, man. Nearly burn up myself. Call out the catch. Beat you like a slave is at the man.
ah boy. Jaja.
And the wood fire blowing me in that night.
You know, you use
Yeah,
something
man.
funny wood fire, man, you know. No, the blowing
Teacher.
thing.
When mommy have blow wood fire, no, man. Oh, gosh. Can't manage it. Very funny.
You're funny. I thought, they're not blowing on a wood fire like that still. But they're on that.
But seriously,
Be serious, what you mean
culture and the
seriously?
tradition, girl.
Oh, that I mean.
Move by and blow wood fire.
Me say me not blow wood fire
You
deaf.
can't tell me none.
So you know what me
Am I
blow?
not still?
Me say me not
Am I
blow
not
no wood
still?
fire, brother.
I'm gonna see you yet.
As a matter of fact, the only thing I blow is bubbles. So I'm here one day and sit there and say, wow, bubbles to blow. I don't blow nothing else. So if you are blow wood fire, that is on you. You understand?
blow-
I
you don't blow
fan wood fire.
What you doing with this? Can be do your ref
Me
match.
not blow whistle, man.
Move up. Do your ref match. Do your
When
ref
last you
match.
see me ref match?
Teacher, be sure you're a football match and you blow whistle.
Nah, man, we use the whistle, man.
I never don't do whistle.
We don't blow the whistle, we use the whistle.
Bypassing ear,
You're right. That's it.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay, sir.
It's a circulation of air.
Okay.
Alright. Teacher toot the whistle.
What are you bed?
Alright, not the foolishness, because I love the foolishness. Everybody asking down their face to that chat. But I love the foolishness. Yeah, man, wood fire, because you get all the pimento with the brother. You understand? And it soak through in the food there. Rice and peas, nice rice and peas when you cook it on wood fire, brother.
Guys, let me ask a question. Do you put pimento in soup? Let me go again, guys. I'm asking because I genuinely want to
Put
know.
some pimento seed, miss. And
Do you put pimento seeds in soup? When you cook the soup, Joan, the dry pimento seed, you put it in your soup? Yes. Meek say yes. Joan say yes. Yeah.
pimento
Meek
soup,
say yes.
pimento seed, not for going in soup, brother.
That's what
That
he
me
said.
I say. You understand what I say?
Okay.
If your soup need pimento seed, that means your soup
Yeah,
is hot.
Finar say, yeah, man, you need a few grain.
Yeah, we feel great. Alright, so watch it. You see, alright, so watch your maths. You see, anytime we have a teach them link up, you gotta build some soup, and me gotta build some soup. So build your pimento soup, and me build my real. And so which one I soup I bother soup then?
All the while you give me soup, me I wonder why it tastes funny, you know. No, me know.
Alright, it's good.
No,
You
say
win
something
and me
surprise,
lose. You win and me lose. So we're gonna build some soup for people them. You
Oh,
understand?
God.
Cause if you follow you will put all pimento seed in a sandwich, egg and cheese sandwich with pimento seed and a tin mackerel and bully beef.
Eh,
You understand?
Shaki always say she pray God free me for the shackles of pimento.
Yo, me not put every pimento seed in everything, brother. Not me like pimento seed in a soup, brother. Me I do pimento seed in a soup, man. No go on here, man. Alright, me I tell you, people, so when we have a teach them link up, me I build one soup on the other side there, and Scotty build a soup on the other side there. And you tell me which soup I buy that soup. You understand? But pimento see if it use jerk pork and then sit them and season meat and then sit there, brother. You understand? And first thing, when I use pimento seed, brother, I crush it. You understand? In freeze up.
I like the old seed though.
I don't want a seed in my plate.
I like the old
Yeah,
seed.
so. Oh, you like whole seed? That I
like whole seed.
Okay, alright, like a whole seed. You ever blow a wood fire and hash get down in your throat? So I'm not blowing a wood fire.
Then, how are you play with your mouth open so wide?
Next, me say, I don't want a pimento seed in my soup, bruh. You understand what I say? That me I tell you, say. Scotty put pimento seed in everything, all that tea.
Young man, you see me I try pass any culture to him and him a place.
We don't want the part I cut. You gotta use it, season up jerk chicken and jerk pork and then sit there, brother. You understand? And meat. Me just have some local principles when they come on to cook.
Yeah, Miss Fong said, no soup is complete without pimento in it.
Who just said that? MS?
Yeah.
MS. Me say, me go build a soup for you one day, man.
Yeah.
And you have to remember that pimento tree ever exists. You don't understand still. But alright, what are they time? And Scotty knows that me wicked soup be like that world. So all the air they are hype. You understand? Alright, Scotty, you win. Teach can cook. Brother, me a bad chef around here, man. What you say, man?
Like to believe saying can cook, yes, we not take it from him.
Don't worry yourself, man. But tell us it's always your friends, you know. Yeah, sir. It's always your friends. Everything good. Great. Yeah, I say it's not the great spice, but I say nothing in everything. You understand what I say? Like Scotty them put in everything.
How come my name and tell us?
Now when we talk about the whole cooking thing, you know, like when you cook or something, go down the road, you know. So, you see, I make a win tonight still, but everything good. Gunman killed during robbery at bar in Manchester. It's a good vibe. So a gunman was killed during a robbery at a bar in Berryllium, Newport, Manchester last night. He is 29-year-old Christopher Campbell, who lived in Myersville, St. Elizabeth. And left from Myersville, got Manchester, got trouble with people, you know. It is reported that patrons were at a bar when about 8:45 p.m. in Manchester to wait till the people enjoy. Man, then just start drinking at 8 o'clock, you know. It is reported that patrons at the bar were about 8:45 p.m. Two men, one armed with a gun and the other with a knife, entered the establishment and proceeded to rob patrons of money, cell phones, liquor, and other items. See, it is further reported that the robber, who was armed with a gun, proceeded to get more money from one of the victims. I think he's a bar owner. I think him lead him to your house. Like, I think this one article said that.
Oh.
And a tussle ensued. You understand?
Oh.
And then pick up a few stab like. The robber victims managed to escape. So loud explosions were later heard and Campbell was subsequently discovered suffering from gunshot wounds. The second robber reportedly fled on foot. So the police were called to the scene and Campbell was taken to the Mandeville Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The police say a 9mm pistol that was found near Campbell was seized and the stolen item recovered. Big up on yourself around the Mandeville side there, Manchester side. You understand? I not put pimento seed in a Sarah leader family. Ginger and rum. But tell you this, when you come out to certain things, it's kind of different. You understand what I say? It's just me have my own unique way of doing things. So Me not get fermenter seed, they just not in a soup, and that's my thing. And here fermenter seed, they say there's a swim up on the top, so just a swim up on the top, because they light. You understand? Man, go on with that, yeah, man. Yeah, one plate of pimento seed. And then when Scotty use here, brother, I'm more pimento seed and soup, you know. Man, I stay there, but I don't even understand me, I say.
I said I don't understand your struggle.
Yeah, Richie, I don't like oxtail, brother. Oxtail, I prefer chicken back over oxtail.
Yeah,
I prefer turkey neck over oxtail. Yeah, sir. First thing, oxtail too expensive for you get, brother. You see me? And one expensive meat me buy. Bully beef.
Is that nice?
Brother, alright.
You afford it.
I don't remember ever purchasing oxtail. Like never. Only time I eat oxtail when mommy cook it, used to cook it. Cause she love it, you know. But I have never purchased oxtail. Never.
Can't afford it anymore.
I have never cooked oxtail.
Mm.
Never. I know some things only if me cook it, me eat it. You understand? But oxtail, I not buy. You understand? I not spend my money buying oxtail.
Which beef? I'm not even going to
for sorry teacher, rice grain. Yeah, me hear about this style in the brother. What me say? Some nice ginger and some J. Ray and nephew. You understand? So when that you left that for all 1 2 weeks, brother. Problem.
But the rice grain and son, like when you go keep it like the all in
when you keep it right.
Come catch it, yeah man.
Right.
Right.
Ferment like same teach. Never bought it or cooked it. That's an ox. Hold on. You ever see one ox yet? No, but on a serious level. You ever see one? What I tell you about? Okay. Ah no, yeah, man. We just have when they come on to cook it, me kind of different still. You understand? We probably like weird things. I like things like chicken liver.
Long time they eat them.
Yeah, me kind of like that. I like kidney. I know I love pork. I mean, meat that.
You know,
yeah, so.
You know me only eat kidney when you cook it.
Yeah. You tell the people that I can't cook. I mean, you only kidney when
Me,
cook.
Sadan?
Yeah, you did. You
No,
very
I
well
didn't.
did. Cow tail,
No,
gravy,
I
and fried
did
chicken
not.
shot. I can see that you and Scotty are real close. Like our family is supposed to be. I admire that.
Well,
Yeah, we get along sometimes. Sometimes.
a couple of days out.
I never cook cow foot or cow tail either. Probably should cook that. I don't mind cow foot, but...
I'm just in a seminar thinking I like cow foot like that.
I mean, eat it, man, but I mean, I know
It's more
something I never eat.
gelatinous than...
Yeah, but... Look here, me just stick to the traditional things and man keep it moving there.
It's a chicken, fish, pork and beef.
Right. I don't really love beef like that either.
Oh.
Pork and chicken.
I don't fancy beef
I like goat.
You like goat?
Yeah, man, I like goat. That bad. I like fried chicken and curry goat.
Fried chicken and curry gravy.
I that me cook Sunday gone, you know.
You
I understand.
Yeah,
everybody in that house fall in love with me again.
And that just said me no know.
Ask Jams, no?
Jamila will lie.
Jamila not tell no lie. Ask Gracie.
When Gracie will lie too. Jamila will convince Gracie to lie to you.
Okay, alright. That's alright. My bill of soup are there. I be a thump off fist. They not even say they just a drink it and a do off a fist.
And no pimento in there.
No pimento seed, brother. That I tell you. They didn't even say nothing, they just a drink the soup and a move off the fist. That I tell you. They didn't even know.
I'm here drink no nice soup?
No, I'm here not depend on that. I'm here not depend on that. You understand? Because the kind of one pepper, the kind of, you know what I mean, the night where they have a nice good flavor. I never get to it, have a nice good flavor, so, you know what I mean?
I'm going to manage that.
Yeah, man. So, make we finish, because night coming up.
I'm night.
We don't want anything into a cooking show, you understand? But on a real still, you see, anytime we get to do a teach them link up, I go run off some of my kitchen too, man. I don't see what I go on. What do you think me I just big stuff it up here, though? What do you even do?
If you're not from Jamaica, you're going to take a flight the next morning. I'm going to suggest walk with a little Pepto Bismol. They have it in the tablet form now.
They want Pepto Bismol in a tablet form.
Mm-hmm.
Eh, it tastes
Yeah,
like the
man.
same Pepto Bismol.
Yeah, man. One little
What me then
pinky.
take some of that? That's just like how we use red oxide mixed juice.
Yeah, me do that.
Yeah, just put two of them in one glass. We look
Cool.
at
Just
ice.
put two instead of one.
Refreshingness.
Lovely juice. Yeah, tell me this. Lovely juice. I do that one.
Alright, so Jack Cure's lawyers file appeal. Reggae singer Jack Cure's legal team have now filed an appeal to have his conviction on an attempted manslaughter charge overturned. The Netherlands Prosecution Service is confirming there is no date yet scheduled for the hearing. Mic check one. I think
Me hear you.
mic.
Me hear you though.
Yeah. May I hear him? But it just don't sound like, yeah, that's not.
Okay.
So right, so there's no date yet scheduled for the hearing as the appeal case is still in a rather preliminary phase. However, both prosecution and defense have appealed the lower court's verdict. And things. So in March of 2022, Jack Cure, who is 43, real name Sikator Alcock, was convicted of attempted manslaughter in relation to the stabbing of a show promoter over unpaid money in October of 2021. He was sentenced to 6 years in prison in the Netherlands. He was, however, acquitted of an attempted murder charge. Now, following the singer's sentencing, Dutch prosecutors appealed to the court against the acquittal. Hold on there. Mic check one. Audio check, man. I'm still not hearing myself properly. I mean, it just sound off-putting, yeah. Mic check one. May sound very off-putting. Yeah, I'm glad you're hearing. But yeah, alright. So I'm going to finish, okay? I do it all night, so. We shall with it now. Yeah, so he was sentenced to 6 years in prison in the Netherlands. He was, however, acquitted. I was said that already now. So following the singer's sentencing, Dutch prosecutors appealed to the court against the acquittal of the attempted murder charge. The defense has now followed suit. So an appeal is lodged by submitting an application to the Court of Appeal. The time within which an appeal can be lodged, in principle, is 3 months, commencing the first day after the judgment date. In the notice of appeal, the Court of Appeal is requested to partially reverse the judgment of the court by which the judgment was delivered. The lawyer of the appellant is not immediately under any obligation to explain why the judgment is being disputed. The lawyer is required to explain in a statement of appeal why the court's judgment should be reversed in the summons proceedings. The respondent's lawyer is then required to respond to that statement of appeal in a statement. And things are Jack Cure. I said Jack Peel. Jack Cure legal team has appealed his conviction for attempted manslaughter. So we will see how that progresses and stuff. Speaking of entertainers, so Shabdan, his bail was extended on the corruption charge that he's on, but he is still in custody in relation to him being, I suppose, a suspect in the triple murder that occurred in Rose Heights recently. Apparently, his file is not complete. The Shabdan case file is still incomplete. So the case file for the corruption case against dancehall producer Shabdan is still incomplete. The statement from the scene of crime division is outstanding. This was revealed when the matter against the entertainer was called up in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Thursday. So Shabdan, whose given name is Linval Thompson Jr., is before the corporate era court answering a charge of breaching the Corruption Prevention Act. Now, following his arrest last October, it is alleged that he offered $2 million to a cop to remove an illegal firearm from his grey Mercedes-Benz motor car before it was searched by investigators. Shabdan did not appear in court on Thursday on the corruption matter. It was revealed to the court that he is still being held by the police as a suspect in the triple murder that occurred in Rose Heights, St. James, on May 25th. Now, Donahue Martin, attorney at law representing the producer, indicated to Senior Parish Judge Lorian Cole Montague that his client has not been charged in that matter. Now, Cole Montague extended the producer's bail until July 12th. I have noted that the defendant is not before the courts and he is being held at a police station. Officer, you are bound over to complete the file by that occasion. And if he is still in custody by then, arrangements should be made to take him to court. the judge instructed. Yeah, so that's a situation. We just, you know what I mean? I watch and see what I go on running that party. So peeps, night reach. You understand? I'm not be a mere minute now. I want I'm probably gonna sleep. Maybe not, you know. And things. So we're gonna leave it there, so we'll pick up some stuff on Sunday. Yeah. I will blow you. Have a date.
Don't mix me up. Do not mix me up. Me have
You have a date, my sister. You have a date.
See,
And
us
thing.
a bit tired.
Peeps, Tuesday, interview, Chris Howell. I know some people are going to say, who will teach who named Chris Howell? World singer. And I said it again. Chris Howell, world singer. So for all the girls them who never know about Chris Howell, make sure you're there at the premiere too. When I say world singer, I mean world singer. You understand? Yeah, man. So remember me tell you that. I'm going to do some research in the interim. So that is the interview for Tuesday. But I'll see you guys on Sunday at 7 p.m. You know, make it a date and don't be late. Don't look feet. Get book feet. Peeps, so I appreciate the support. You understand? I know someone who got a road, you know. You understand? Someone who come off of the road, you know. Big up on yourself. You see me for the people that are going to watch it tomorrow. Because I know most of the people them actually watch it on a Saturday. And things like when them do things around the house and sitting are listening. Big up on yourself. I appreciate everybody. Mic check one. Something not right. I don't know where the issue is. I want, you know, Amir did up on the desk here today. I can see me up on the desk. No, seriously, like, I come say, Amir, sit down here, sir. I bang my keyboard. Big man thing. So, I don't know. I forgot to check that. Audio check one. Probably my headphone, you know. Mic check one. I don't know. But we'll see. Yeah, peeps. Me soon on Sunday, them time there. Look out for the interview. As I said, I know some people, if it's not a big name where them know, they know watch the interview.
But guys, Chris Howell can really sing.
One of your fool.
Chris sing, I mean, I go home with him. Him so nice.
So Chris sing and you then go home with him?
Yeah. And when Chris sing me anymore, I take off the things I want him to come on.
Peace, big up on yourself, you know. I cut out. You understand what I'm saying? You never had different beds. Late nights without any curfews or lockdowns. Did I tell her? Father Charles Scott, big up yourself, you know. I think that's the first time I see Father Scott in the building. I appreciate the support. DeAndre, look bro, big up yourself in the youth. Empress Nadine, MS, big up yourself. Father Adrian, always happy when you get some time for touch grass, you know. Be impressive, big up yourself, you know. My brother Richie, manners and respect, you know. Lady Christina, it's always good to see you. You know, with time zones are so different, like totally different, as different as they could be, really. You understand what I say? Yeah, man, a Japan side today and things. So, Empress Joan Gray, Ron Keith, big up yourself in the family. All of the people that went at the building. New Wave, where I did from, all is well. Yeah, man, big up to the ones them. Yeah.
New Wave was in? I didn't see.
Look at New Wave just drop in and just comment. I don't know, but I just see him. You understand? Jerome Young, all of the people them. Alton Fisher, manners and respect to the ones them, you know. Lady Anne-Marie Allison, good night. And for all the people them who did ask me question or comment, I'm gonna see it, my apologies. Sometimes we just miss them things. It's my favorite camera. You understand what I say? Auntie. Remember you owe me an overhead camera for my birthday, you know. You remind me of the stream. You promised me. I mean, just duck your pay the amount that you say I use it as camera money.
I didn't tell you which birthday I was going to get it for you.
That must be next birthday where I come home. Then
you can determine that.
So what I want, what, for my 60th birthday?
Who to tell?
Okay.
May I save towards it.
Yeah, man, tell the people a good night, man.
Good night, guys. It was a pleasure being here. And a night I come again in the morning. They're out for light anytime now. But it was a pleasure being here. Thanks for taking the time out to be here. Looking forward to Sunday night, 7 p.m. on the dot, where we meet again in this fashion.
Peace, big up. I want to go on, sir. Peace, big up on a nice, clean self. Yeah,
cook some soup tomorrow with pimento seed.
Oh, people, let me tell.
Tomorrow soup day.
Cause That will never happen. Yeah, so let me say, and thing. Give thanks. Walk good. Step with Jack. Safe travel upon the gravel. I'm out.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Teach Dem Radio Show. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until the next episode, check out the Teach Dem YouTube channel for more good things from the yard. Also, we'd appreciate a rating for this episode. Until next time, walk good, my friends.